There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think a fall angel just walked by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
One, two, three, jump!
Wow.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, baby? Noah Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
everybody? Welcome up. It's the Tailgate Saturday. Chris Wright has
all
come
the
up with the
tailgaters in here.
tailgaters. We're tailgating. We're tailgating. It was a derby extravaganza today here in the state of Kentucky. It's derby this, derby that. I'm derbied out, people. I'm derbied out. I didn't win anything. Steve actually called Mage. Can you believe it? Steve, did you bet on Mage?
2 years in a row. I did not make a bet this year. I didn't place a bet. That's the crazy part. I placed a bet last year and won on that long shot there. Won some money off of that. I was going to make a bet today, and I had an old credit card on TVG, and I was like, I don't feel like updating it, man. So it's whatever. And then my horse won. Imagine that.
Your horse won. My horse did not. I actually like Tappet Trice, man. I really like it. I like the gray horses. Gray horses never win, but Tappet Trice, I was like, this guy's got a chance now that the front runner scratched. No, he ran in dead last. Somebody weighed him down. They put something in his oats. He was dragging ass out there.
They cheated just so you would lose.
Somebody
But
cheated me.
Patrick Mahomes said riders up, baby. He did call Louisville Louisville, but I'll give him a pass because he's from Texas.
The other announcer said it too, didn't he?
Probably. I don't know. Everyone does.
Everybody says it.
I give it. I'm not like that though. I give everybody a pass on that because there's nowhere else in the world that would say it the way that we do here. So.
Yeah. I say Louisville. Is that how's that? Louisville.
It's not Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
My God, they take offense to it as well. They have it posted on businesses in the area. It'll tell you how not to say it. Pretentious folk up here.
They do. Man, so pretty good weekend. We got Mike out to his PF Chang's birthday dinner. You guys saw that in the community tab. If you remember, you saw that. Ate too much. It was a good time though. Over at PF Chang's, Mike. I think Mike said it sucked though.
It's okay. PF Chang's is okay. It's my first time ever going. It's very Americanized Chinese food. I wasn't like super impressed with it. Let's be honest. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. I just think there's better Chinese out there.
Well, yeah, obviously. But yeah, rookie minicamp started off today. I didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but Mike made a short covering what you need to know about rookie minicamp today. So you guys can check that out when we're done here if you guys want to know all about that. I did see Nick Jones had an interception. Nicky Remigio, the undrafted free agent, he had a good catch along the sidelines, I believe. So it was good to see. The glaring thing, though, Mike, was Felix Anudike-Uzoma didn't even put the helmet on today. He just kind of chilled on the sidelines. It looked like he had his hand wrapped up. Is that what it was?
Yeah, his right hand was wrapped. Some kind of an injury. Who knows what it was? I'm not too worried about it. It seems like this time last year, I want to say Sky Moore. Sky Moore was actually injured. They held him out of rookie minicamp. Yeah,
I remember that.
Not that much worried about it, man. He went through some individual stuff. They didn't really do a lot. They kind of just hum-hoed around, did some individual drills. They got together for some team 7-on-7s, things like that. It was nothing crazy. Like you mentioned, Nick Jones got a pick. We had a linebacker in there. I think his name's Buddy Johnson, I think is his name. He actually was drafted by the Steelers last year, so he's in our camp this year. So they're bringing in people. Justin Ross was out there today. I don't really think he'd done anything too great. They didn't talk about him much. But, yeah, man, Deneric Prince apparently shined, and nobody's seen that one coming.
Nobody. Everybody. That's the hot thing right now is Deneric Prince.
I was the first one to call out Deneric Prince being the man.
And it don't matter if you're the first one.
They're going to bandwagon off of me.
You're still just like everybody else. Hey, Cindy wants to know if you got that Christmas gift delivered, Mike.
I did today. I met up with my niece, Piper, and I give her Baby Yoda, and she loved it. She kissed its head, and she said she's going to chase her dog with it. So
she has a cat now, too.
Yeah, it's remote controlled, so she's going to chase the dog and the cat. She enjoyed it. She really liked it, so it was a successful day.
It's a good time. We got everybody in the house today. I see Chris Wright, obviously, Gary Holland, Ozark Hillbilly, Rock's in the house. Brian Parrott is not late. What about that?
Brian Parrott.
That's something. Chief Kelsey in the house, Javier, Julia Gulia. Yeah. Hope you guys are all doing good. Ep's in the house. But yeah, good to see everybody. Doug made it. It's not Punk Rock Saturday. It's Tailgate Saturday. Punk Rock Tuesday.
Man, who knows what it is? It's just another
Julia
day.
says Julia says it's going to be Pacheco, McKinnon, and Prince. I don't think so. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Whoa.
Like CEH, unless he goes somewhere, he's going to be in that mix. Unless they go ahead and trade him off or something. But
I think the majority of Chiefs Kingdom, Steve,
let's
is just,
be honest.
they've quit on Clyde. Clyde's just one of those guys that we're over.
I think so, and rightfully so, somewhat. I mean, he can't stay on the field, and then he seemed disinterested when they won the Super Bowl this year, so why wouldn't they be disinterested in Clyde? So I understand that completely. But do you really think, and I'm being serious, like not just the hype and everything, do you think Deneric Prince will make the roster?
I think he's got, I'm going to give him like 50-50 at this point. If he puts together a solid 3 days here, rookie minicamp, and he can hold over to actual camp in June, July, yeah, I can move it up to 75-80%. What did we give Jerry and Ely the chance to make it last year? We were about 50-50 on Ely,
we were
wasn't
about 50-50 on him. I think Ely has a better shot this year, just because he's been around for a minute. And he got to work with Mahomes in the off season, and he offers you a couple different things. He's a slot receiver. He's a running back. He can do whatever.
I think if Chiefs Kingdom had their say, they'd much rather take Deneric Prince into the season this year and chop Clyde right out. I just think everybody's over Clyde.
I mean, we see it right here. Chris Wright says Prince over Clyde.
Yep.
Brian Parrott says Clyde's out of here. Yep, thinks that Deneric Prince will make the squad. I think he has a good chance. Like I said, or Mike said, probably about 50-50. But I mean, the thing about it is, though, if they don't go ahead and trade Clyde off somewhere, he's going to get reps. I mean, Andy Reid has shown over and over again every year he will go right back to Clyde Edwards-Helaire until injury or something like that comes up. But I don't think they'll stray too far from the Pacheco path, though. I think Pacheco should have that RB1 wrapped, in my opinion. I mean, this last season just proved that's the man for the job there.
Yeah. Pacheco is a beast. He's a man among men. He's a Greek god.
Speaking of Pacheco, if you guys didn't catch my short I made about Isaiah Pacheco, he actually just had an off-season surgery. We're not sure what it was for. Probably the wrist, because as I pointed out in the short, in that little video, like the promotional video they did for the draft where they were showing it didn't matter what round you get drafted, just matters that you get drafted. It showed Pacheco and he was wearing a cast. And then he said in an interview that he had a surgery done in the off season. So maybe I think it was probably some little cleanup job on the wrist, more than likely, right? I mean, he was on the last injury report right before the Super Bowl. They had him on there.
Yep. Maybe Felix was just paying homage to Pacheco today with the right wrist wrapped up.
Maybe. Could be what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Andy didn't talk to the media today. Only a few players got to talk to the media today. Andy's probably going to talk on Monday, so we're definitely going to know more on Monday. That's for sure. Pete Sweeney actually reported that Andy will not be available to the media till Monday, so going to hold out on that. Probably not going to have a lot of rookie mini camp news, breaking news or anything. They're going with helmets. That's it. Like they're just out there getting the playbook down a little bit. Rashee Rice, I heard he's having some trouble learning the terminology. It's a lot different than at SMU.
Yeah, but it's his first day out there, dude. It's gonna come. It'll come. Doug says it's cool to have UDFAs that might make the team. Yeah, that's true, man. Brett Veach does pretty good with these UDFAs. Even last year, obviously with Justin Ross, that was a killer one right there. And then Jerry and Ely, those were both guys that we had projected the Chiefs to actually draft during the draft. So, yeah, I think that he normally does a pretty good job with that, and it looks like he did it again this year. So that's pretty cool. Deneric Prince, surprised he didn't get drafted, to be honest.
Steve Gary says we should trade Clyde to the Commanders. We
talked about that. We talked about that in a video a long time ago. Like it seems like a good target or like a good landing spot for Clyde because of Eric Bieniemy, and they could definitely use him over there because they have Antonio Gibson's not turned out to be what they were, and then they had Brian Robinson that got shot last year. And
but we don't really know if Bieniemy likes him. Maybe Bieniemy was the reason Clyde never really got on the field. Who knows?
Clyde was always on the field, unless Clyde was hurt. That's what I was just trying to say a minute ago. I think everybody needs to realize that. Like when Clyde's healthy and he's not like dealing with an injury, they go to Clyde, and a lot of times he's RB1. It's like almost set in stone. So that's what I was saying earlier. If they don't trade him off somewhere, get ready to see your fill of Clyde.
Hey, but that was before Pacheco. At the beginning of the season, of course you're not going to play the 7th round rook in the first little bit, but I don't care if Clyde was completely fine. I'm going with Pacheco at the end of the season. But I'm not Andy Reid.
Obviously, I think everybody here would agree Pacheco needs to be the RB1. But I'm just saying, Andy and them do not shy away from using Clyde. They do like Clyde, and they will use him if they can. Brian Parrott says Pacheco had a studliness reduction. Is that what he did? Is that what his off-season surgery was for?
Take the stud out of his right wrist. What is he doing?
Mo,
Wait, out of his
what?
right wrist? What are you trying to say that Pacheco does a lot?
Yeah, Brian Parrott. Jeez.
Let's not bring the
Kid
vulgar
show.
in, okay?
Kid show. Mo Patriot, man, what's up? This is the best Chiefs channel. We appreciate that, Mo. We try. We do our best.
I've seen a few fake like channels from like India circulating lately. Have you seen
Man,
those?
there's so much stuff, dude. Like we talked about this before. There's so much Chiefs content on YouTube. And then you got like your obvious ones and stuff, but I keep finding more. Like I found one today called
They're
something like
obviously
Chiefs
fakes.
Point or something. No, that's what I think's legit. Some guy just started a channel, but it's like, man, I guess it's because the Chiefs are so popular now because they keep winning the Super Bowl. Everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon. But I mean,
What about the
it
guys
is what it is.
They just keep putting bombs all over their images and like the little alert bomb. They'll put it in
Those are
title.
the fake ones, right?
Yeah, there's so many of those fakes. They're called like Chiefs News Today Daily News. And I'm like, good God, what a name.
Right. Chris Rice talking about Pacheco. He says it's probably from the shot he took from Gardner Johnson in the bowl. Was down for a minute, just a guess. It could be that. That was the only other guess I had. They had him on that injury report for his wrist, and then we saw him with the cast on his wrist in that video. So that's why I was assuming wrist, but it very well could have been something with his rib or who knows, because he did take a shot there, and it was kind of speared basically by Gardner Johnson right there. So definitely could be that. Yeah, Julia, we don't know any more than you do. We just know that he had an off-season surgery, and like I said in a short that I made, I don't think anybody needs to be hitting the panic button or anything. I think it's just routine off-season. You know, football players, they'll play with injuries and then get it cleaned up in the off-season. I think that's what happened here. So
Clean it up, Pacheco. Clean it up.
what's Brian Parrott says that Andy has a groin pull. Andy pulled a groin. That's why he couldn't talk to the media today. Possibility. Hey. Maybe he was trying to get to Five Guys before they closed yesterday or something.
Man, I love Andy Reid. Is there one guy
awesome.
like? Would you not want to go out to dinner with Andy Reid? Like, just
I would love it.
I mean, I'm sure he'd teach you a few things about how to mix and match some of the sides and the main entrees. He's probably got some secret stuff going.
Quite possibly.
Hey, did anybody get to see Mahomes say "Riders up" today? Anybody got that? We heard that Kansas City was going through some weather down there, and they took it off the screen. We have that video. We may show it. I don't know if we'll show it here. We'll show it on a video we're getting ready to do. But he actually did a good job, Steve. Did you get to see it?
Man, I tell you what. I can't hear anything you're saying right now. My earbuds just started playing something. So I'm listening to
this guy.
Somebody talk about something random. Trying to figure it out real quick.
Well, I'm going to answer for you. Steve, did you see it? Yeah, man, it was pretty good. He didn't stutter. He didn't do anything horrible. He was pretty awesome. And Mahomes was awesome today. He represented well. He was actually at the Barnstable Brown Party last night, which is this big gala that they come together. Everybody pays like $1,500 a ticket. Our friend from high school actually seen him enter, and he said that Patrick was kind of playing it low key. He pulled up on the opposite side of the road. He got out of the SUV on the opposite side. He was trying not to talk to the media. They didn't even introduce him on our local news channel. So I think it's because
but
of the
whole. He did say hi to our friend's dog, though.
He did say hi to the friend's dog. I think he's kind of laying low. They even said today at the Derby, he was avoiding Chiefs fans. Apparently there was a bunch of kids out there and he was avoiding them. I just feel like Mahomes is trying to stay out of the public eye as much as he can. It's hard to do when you're a two-time MVP that gets invited to to do the Riders Up at the Kentucky Derby, but like all that stuff going on with Jackson and stuff, I just feel like he wants to stay out of it. I don't care what anybody's thoughts are on Jackson, Brittany, anybody else. We stay out of that part of it. Like, that's family. And, dude, he just don't want to get asked those questions, So I think that's why he's staying low. So if you guys hear rumors about Patrick being an asshole, that's not true.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him a bit. But, yeah, I mean, We were actually on the other side of the city when we were at PF Chang's, and our buddy was like, "Hey, come by here," and we didn't do it. And then the next thing we know, he's like, "Hey, Mahomes is just here. He said hi to my dog," and it's like, of course, when we didn't go,
Of course that
what
happens. It's okay.
What happens? Doug says, "Do you think we will finally have a top 10 defense for Mahomes this season? Your thoughts?" So I think that last season, I thought the defense was pretty daggone good. Let's be honest. They molded, they got better throughout the season. I don't think they ever broke that. They might have broke a top 15, I think, which was unusual for Mahomes as well. Top 10 defense, I think we'll be riding that line, Doug. I think our defense will be good, but will we be a top 10? I don't know. That's up for debate.
I think there's a chance, man. If those if those rookie corners can continue to progress and don't go through those sophomore slumps, that's your problem. If our DBs go through the sophomore slump, those growing pains, might be a long year. But to be honest, man, does anybody want to see anybody get smacked harder by our defense than Tyreek Hill? That dude will not shut up. Have you guys seen the latest one where he now says the Kansas City Queefs? Come on. Like, we haven't heard that before by every Raiders and Broncos fan.
Freaking third grader? Man, he's just got to where he's just flat out annoying.
Hey, there's so many people on that defense that never played a snap with Tyreek Hill, and they're going to take his head off. They have no love lost with him.
I think they should. They should definitely take a shot at him.
Right. His guys are on the offensive side, but there's a lot of defenders that never played a snap with him over there, and they're going to drill him.
Look, if I'm Andy Reid, I'm giving the green light on that one. If he crosses the middle, take him out.
Steve, you're going Sean Payton here. You're going head hunting.
I might offer them a bounty. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, I think they get the green light. Like, wear him out. Hit him. Take him out. It'll be all right. If you get a 15-yard penalty, we'll take the penalty. It is what it is. Hey, but if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for joining us tonight. It's our Saturday night tailgate, as coined by our lovely crew that we have over here in the comment section. But yeah, if you're new here, hit that sub button. And all you guys that showed up today, we appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Hit that like button when you have a minute. It helps us out a little bit. Let's see. Ep says, what's your guys' take on the most recent tackle from Tampa Bay? So he's talking about Donovan Smith here. We talked about this a little bit. I think it was on our members only stream. I think we talked about it just a little bit. But man, I'm confused by it. I'll tell you that. Like, I feel like Brian Parrott, shout out Brian Parrott over in the comment section, but he said during the draft, like, hey, we're on plan B. It feels like we're on plan B. And I think Brian was spot on. I think that they were wanting to trade up, and I don't think it was for Dalton Kincaid like he thought, but I think they were trying to trade up in front of Jacksonville to grab Anton Harrison. And when that didn't work out, they had to go plan B. And then, of course, they ended up getting Wanye in the third. But my thing is I'm like, Brett Veach is normally very calculated and has everything. Like, everybody trusts Brett Veach. He's the best GM in football. He's normally very calculated, and he doesn't do anything that's too crazy or doesn't make sense to everybody. But this one's weird to me. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know why you would pay a right tackle to come in and take your left tackle spot with Jawan Taylor, and you're paying him left tackle money, and that's your plan, and you draft a right tackle, and then you go out and sign a mediocre at best left tackle for $9 million that we don't have at the last minute, almost like a panic signing, like, hey, we got to do something. So I don't know what went wrong there. I don't know what's the deal. I don't know what to think of it. Like, maybe you guys could throw that in the comments what you think about it. But
yep, Chris Wright's throwing out some gifts right now. We've all been talking. The gifts are working. When we're all throwing out gifts and Chris is throwing them out, everybody's throwing them out. What it is you guys have to click the gift, either the little green thing that pops up on the screen that you'll see, or the thing at the top that says C, and then it shows 5 little gifts. You have to click that, and you got to accept gifts from the channel, and you will be rewarded a membership. You got a chance of getting a free gift, a membership. So it's always awesome. Chris is already in the chat. He's already getting it going. It's a good time. So make sure you got your gifts turned on. That's why people aren't getting gifts. This is a YouTube feature that they should just have on, but YouTube is weird. So
some people didn't know that. I didn't even know that. So
you got to work hard. Yep, you got to work for it.
Matty Ice, what's going on, Matty? He says trade Clyde to the Cards since D-Hop is on his way over here anyway. Man, I hate to say it. I've been 50-50 on this, and I knocked it down to 30-70, I think, and I'm kind of out on D-Hop at this point. I think it's over. I think that's that pipe dream has flown the coop. It's gone. I just don't see it. Could it happen? Yeah, for sure. But I don't see it. I do not see it. don't think it's going to happen. And Clyde, if we could get D-Hop and lose Clyde at the same time, I don't think anybody would be mad about that.
Yeah,
But
I think Clyde's probably here to stay. If they shop him before the trade deadline, what's trade deadline? It's usually like week 8, right? Something like that. I think Clyde's just going to be with us all year. They're going to get as much out of Clyde as they can get.
Well, he's got to go off. He's got to play good because this is like
right.
a defining year for him. He's going to want a contract from somebody else, so he's not going to go out there and half-ass it. He's going to get out there and play.
Right.
So I mean, they're going to use him.
Yeah, I think
Jacob.
I think Hopkins is out though. I'm with you. I think Hopkins probably not coming here. I think it's a long shot.
I think so too. What's going on, Jacob? Since just made it in, we're doing good, man. Better late than never. That's what we always say to you guys. So good to see you. Stephen James, what's going on, my man? He says, sheesh, y'all stirring the pot. What are we stirring the pot about? I mean, I'm always stirring the pot. That's what I do. I'm an instigator of sorts.
Stirring the pot. Tony Ross, welcome to the All Chiefed Up membership program, my friend. Tony Ross was gifted from Gary Wright.
The All Chiefed Up Society. We got to name our members. We were talking about that. The members only. We're gonna name it. We're gonna come up with good names. So
right. Trav was gifted a membership by Chris Wright. Rock Chalk Chief was gifted a membership. There might be a few more out here. I don't know. 6 Footer has got one now.
Nice.
Hey,
nice,
so
nice.
everybody's turning on the. Thanks for turning on the gifts. Except
the mystery has been solved.
It has been, but we got to keep going. Keep turning them on.
Julia Gulia says, "What do you think we do with Bichelle?" Well, I think we keep him. I don't know if he makes the 53 man again though. Like, do you think so?
Hey, here's what I think. I think you got to look at the off the field actions. Patrick Mahomes was good friends with the receiver that they had out of Alabama. You remember we met him at Topgolf. I forget his name. It's slipping my mind.
Garrick Dieter.
He was friends with Dieter. Dieter made the team a lot. It was just last year where they finally kind of parted ways. Dieter retired. Last night, guess who showed up to the Barnstable Brown Gala with Mahomes and company? Bouchel's wife / girlfriend. I don't know if they're married or not, but his significant other was there. I don't know if Shane Bouchel was there, but they're hanging out an awful lot. I feel like Michelle's probably going to be on the roster. I feel like
they're
probably
not going to
gonna
go
cut him or
anywhere.
anything. So yeah,
but I think. Well, they kept him on the roster last year so he wouldn't get poached, right? So that could be a possibility this year as well. I think that they went ahead and grabbed Blaine Gabbert to have that experience, like somebody with the experience. Because, like we talked about before, you know, when you had Chad Henne or even with, what was the guy before Henne?
Matt Moore. Sorry, I just like to say Chad Henne.
So these guys had a lot of experience, and you felt comfortable if they come in and had to take over the reins. You know, it's like, well, you know, they're not going to like sink the ship. But Bouchel, they don't know that just yet. He's still a young gun. He's a slinger. He's not really been out there. And I think that they wanted a little bit of security there just in case.
Hey, we didn't draft one. We didn't bring one in yet, did we? For UDFA.
No.
We didn't bring any UDFA. Last year we brought in Dustin Kroom. We brought in there was that kid that actually played I don't remember his last name.
No, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the guy that was playing like Canadian football or something.
Right. We brought him in a little bit, so he's still out there throwing. I'll tell you, man. Bouchel, probably Blaine Gabbert makes the roster too. They'll probably take 3 again, right?
Possibly. Plus, hey, Bouchel and he's got the SMU connection with Rasheed Rice, so
right.
There's that. I don't know if they played together at all. I don't think so.
I wouldn't think unless it was Rasheed Rice rookie,
year?
like his freshman year, maybe. Possibly.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. So what's going on, Gary? Good to see you, man. He says, do you see the Chiefs picking up a running back when teams cut players this year? That's a possibility. We've seen it last year with Ronald Jones. I know everybody's on the Deneric Prince train right now, and I like the guy too. I watched his tape and stuff, and I do like him. I think people's, blown it a little out of proportion, Justin Ross style. But I think that he's got a shot at making the team. But they always look for like an experienced guy. Like same with the backup quarterback. They normally do that with the running backs as well. If you looked in the past, they went and got LaShawn McCoy. They had Le'Veon Bell for a minute. They always like to get a guy that's just, a little seasoned, a veteran. So that's a possibility. Who would it be? I have no idea. Just depends on who gets cut, I suppose. But I don't know. I haven't seen anybody, I think, yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Kip Carnes, what's going on, Kip? He says, Nick Jones got an interception today. Yes, sir. I saw that. I saw that on the short Mike made. Mike got me up to date along with you guys. So
Yeah, Steve was a little busy
Yeah.
today. He was in Kentucky Derby land, and I had to do a little research. Hey,
see, I was in
big
the
thing.
zone. That's why I picked the right horse.
I know. Big thing about today, though. I didn't get it in the short. Chamari Connor, guys, he was not working with the corners. He was working with safeties today. So that could be, early insight on what we drafted him for. But to be honest, I think he does a little bit of both. You're going to see him.
Well, he
all over the
actually,
field.
he said that in his presser that you would see him moving around from both in rookie camp. So
Wait, hold
not a
up.
big surprise.
Chris Ventimiglia, I don't know his name, talking about injuring a player while unsub. Chris, you can go ahead and unsub, brother, because obviously you hear stuff that we didn't say. Nobody said to injure Tyreek Hill. We said to lay him out. That's called football. That's just a good, hard, clean tackle. You never
You're gonna run your mouth. You're gonna take a shot.
Right.
That's
Nobody
what it
ever
is.
said.
Do you watch baseball?
Yeah.
I mean, baseball, they'll beat you in a heartbeat.
Nobody said to hurt him. Nobody said to hurt him.
I don't
We
wish
said to hit
injury
him.
on anybody.
We said to hit him.
But you get what you're coming. You reap what you sow. And
Right.
if you sowed that, you can reap the unsub button.
Right.
So
And
see you later, Chris.
he may have heard us wrong. I'll give him a second thing. I won't be too hard on you. If you want to come back, come back. Just don't. This comments like this, guys. We see this all the time. No matter where we put up content, people just hear what they want, they see what they want, and they come out and they tell us. It's constant. Steve threw up a short about Travis Kelce and the replica trophies. He honestly said it was a replica trophy, and I swear out of 300 comments, 299 say it's a replica. Yeah, I know. We said it.
One guy actually said the narrator sounds anti-Chief. What does that mean? Does my voice sound like anti-Chiefs to you guys?
Hey,
Like
coming
just
from
when
a
I talk?
channel named All Chiefed Up, totally could see why they thought it was anti-Chiefs. People are crazy these days,
That
man.
is
I'm
crazy.
telling you,
Rock
it's
Chalk
insane.
Chief, what's going on, Rock Chalk Chief? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here.
I'm trying to get caught up on the
Right.
chat.
Mike
Steve. We're
mentioned
way
this
up there,
already.
man.
Yeah, we're a little behind, but it's all right. But yeah, Chris Wright's reminding everybody to turn on gifting as well. Julia Gulius says Justin Reed already peeled Tyreek's muffin cap back blue. Man, he did. He got him good back when he was with the Texans.
Sorry, clicked that one off by accident. But I'll go ahead and get to David Howe. What's up, David? Good to see you, man. He says Chiefs were defense number 11 last year, Steve. Yeah, man, we were up there. I think we got a chance to crack top 5 this year. I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're going to crack top 5 this year. If our rookie guys don't hit that sophomore slump and we can get Felix to come in, do exactly what George did last year and get George to pick it up a little bit, and Coburn can, with Wharton coming back and Coburn taking some heat off of Jones with those double teams, I think Chris Jones is going to have another monster year too, so that's going to be fun to see.
Absolutely. Tony Ross says linebackers are upgraded. We do have a good linebacker room. We do. I'm excited about that, so that's cool. With Drew Tranquil, he's going to help in coverage, so I do like that, and that'll give Nick Bolton more of a chance and like Leo and them to play downhill, like what they're good at, So I did love that offseason signing.
Right. 6 foot. He says, I rock this channel because y'all keep it 100. We do. And when we tell somebody when somebody says they're going to unsub because they don't like what we say, that's not keeping it 100. That's keeping it weird. Because, yeah.
But I will keep it 100 and say I don't care. If you want to do that, feel free. It's a free country.
Hey, be a lame. Be a lame. I don't care.
Julia Gulia says, there's no way you skip a Super Bowl parade if you plan on coming back, just saying. I thought that was pretty telling as well. I think that Clyde's very disinterested. But, I mean, it's really not up to him.
Do we know? Did he clear this with the team? Did Andy them let him do this? It was like a prestigious honor that he got to walk the runway or something. Maybe
that's not a prestigious honor. That's just weird, bro.
It's weird. I don't know. But maybe Clyde's a big fashion guy. I don't know.
Like prestigious honor is getting to say riders up at the Kentucky Derby, not walking on the runway on whatever he was trying to do. I don't know about it. Tony Ross says Tyreek was the fastest at running out of bounds after a catch. He was pretty good at that. He did do that from time to time. He's going to be doing it a lot, too, after running that mouth. You wait.
Yep. Chris Wright says 2 princes on the Chiefs, only fit for a kingdom. You're right, man.
Right?
Prince Tega, Deneric Prince. It's nice. Have you guys seen the Super Bowl hoodie they released? And it said "Party in the Castle." Like, I understand what they're going with. It was a Nike release. I understand what they're going with. Chiefs Kingdom, Party in the Castle. I like the hoodie, but I'm like, who come up with this? Like, that's so hard to get. Like, I know most people just seen that and was like, I don't get it.
It's a little strange. It's a little strange. Ain't gonna lie about that one.
I think I'm gonna get one now that I talked about it.
Kip Carnes says, I'm on Android and having trouble probably to turn on the gifts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried that. If anybody has I think Chris Wright said he has a Android. If he does, maybe he can help Kip out.
Ep has gifted a sub. Somebody claim that sub, baby.
Very nice. Very nice.
Somebody make sure those gifts are enabled. Somebody claim that sub. There's 82 y'all in here, and I know 82 y'all ain't no members. Maybe.
Right. It's 86. And if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and don't be afraid to get in the chat, man. We got a good group here.
Hey,
Doug,
like.
he says, smash that like button, baby.
Oh, there it is.
So,
there
yeah.
it is.
It's the man.
Kip says, I heard Felix isn't practicing. He's not. We talked about this earlier. He's got his right wrist wrapped up. It's probably not nothing crazy. You know, they're just doing a little bit of individual drills, a little bit of team 7-on-7, nothing crazy. 7-on-7,
right.
He ain't got to be out there. So,
David Howe, what's up, my man? He says, how do I become a member? So make sure your gifting's turned on. You might get gifted one. But you can actually just go to our main YouTube page and there's a join button. Just hit join and it'll walk you straight through it, man. So feel free to do that. We'd appreciate having you. Trying to build up our members. Got a good group. We had a good members only live stream the other day. It was fun. It was first one. And we're going to have much more on that. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gary Holland says, Steve and Mike, I wanted the Chiefs to draft running back McIntosh in 7th round. Mike, I think you had mentioned McIntosh a time or two when we were talking about running backs, hadn't you?
yeah, he's not too bad. I didn't mind him. He actually fell a lot further than everybody thought he was going to. I think I had him like a 4th round grade on him, and I don't even know where he got drafted, to be honest. Here, I threw this up for you. Join.allchieftUp.com. It will take you right to our membership page, or at least it should, unless our website is not working again for the 3,000th time this month. Everything's out to get us today, Steve. Everybody. Even the fact that I didn't bet on Mage. Something was
I didn't
out to
either,
get
and I
me.
picked him. I just didn't do it. I don't know why. I was like, I don't feel like updating my credit card information or whatever I had on there. You know, it's like I was one of them lazy moments. Steven James with the 2, baby. What's up, man? We appreciate that.
Thank you, Steven. He says Kingdom's best. Love the Saturday night special. Appreciate you, brother, man. It's awesome.
Yep. If you guys are new here, every Saturday night, we're going to be streaming every Saturday night. We're going to call it the Saturday Night Tailgate, and we'll keep doing it for as long as possible. It'll be fun during the season because we'll be starting the tailgating early, baby. Be talking about the games.
We will. We will.
Can't wait for that. It's so weird. Like, I feel like this last season went by super fast, and it was sad. But it ended very, very well, so I'll take it.
Reach out. What's
up,
up, fellas?
Reach?
Good to see you. What's up, man? We're just hanging, man. We're hanging. 20 bomb from Greg Coleman. Our boy Greg's in
Greg
the
Coleman,
house.
baby, with a 20
I
bomb.
was wondering where Greg was tonight. Greg is a Chief football talker. I see him over at How About Those Chiefs. I see him a little bit of everywhere, man. Greg, good to have you here, my man.
Good
You know,
man, good man.
That's what I like about Chiefs Kingdom, Steve. I like Chiefs Kingdom. I'll get on. I'll go over to Cole. I'll watch some of his live. I'll go to RGR, watch some of their live. The same people I see, you know? So it's like nobody plays favorites. Everybody's out here watching, supporting. I love it. It's fun to talk to everybody, man. We have a good community out here.
For sure. That's all we're doing is trying to build a good community here so we can just have some fun, talk about the Chiefs, man. So if that's what you're about and you're new here, hit that sub button and come hang out with us. Julia asked, do you think Jody Fortson finally has a breakout year? I think if he's going to, he's got to now.
I hope.
He's got to do it now. Like, because, I mean, I think we discussed this a little bit. It's like I'm on that fence right now. Like, I'm almost out on Jody. And it's not because I don't think he can do it. It's just because it's like, man, every year we're like, is this Jody's breakout year? Is this Jody's breakout year?
Right.
It's like the Raiders fans, you know, where they're like, this is our year. This is our year. It's kind of like that.
Brenda.
Makes me sad.
Brenda has become a YouTube member. Thanks, Brenda.
Very nice. Thanks,
Appreciate
Brenda. We
ya.
appreciate that.
Brenda's been here for a long time. I'm glad to see you become a member, Brenda.
Heck yeah. I can hear your nephew out there raging, Michael.
Man, he's raging. He's watching YouTube. He's doing a little raging. He tried to come in here a few minutes ago.
It's funny because I'm the one that has all the kids, but Mike's
Right.
the one that's got the yelling kid right now.
I said,
It's
"Do you want
great.
to come get on the live?" And he just looked at me and screamed in my face. He's not having it. Tony Tony says, I work for the Chiefs. Wait, what a second. Tony, you work for the Chiefs, bro? And he ordered my Super Bowl ring. I ordered my Super Bowl
Very
ring.
nice.
Hey, order me
Very
one,
nice.
Tony.
Hey,
Order
Tony,
me
what do
one.
you do? What do you do for the Chiefs?
Yeah,
Let's know.
And again,
I'm interested.
order me one if that's possible.
Go ahead and order an extra Super Bowl ring if you can. I think they'll give you 2.
I'll pay
Right.
for it. I mean, unless I've seen some of the bling on that stuff. If I have to pay for it, I don't know about it.
Hey, whatever job you do, you did it well, so you deserve 2.
Congrats. You deserve 3. 2 of those can be gifted to Mike and Steve Williams, P.O. Box. No. Dude, if I had a Super Bowl ring, I don't have to even do anything but just be a fan. I'd wear that thing every day. I'd probably get mugged up here in Louisville. But you know how it is.
Yeah, probably.
Eh.
Matty Ice says, I know you guys are right about D-Hop. Yeah, unfortunately, man, I just think that one's sailing. That ship is sailing for sure.
You know that sucker's going to end up there in Buffalo and be a thorn in our side.
Yeah, more than likely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he don't end up with the Bengals somehow, just to be an annoying.
That's what's going to happen. He's going to end up with
Yeah.
somebody that we don't like. Because that's just the way it always goes, right? Chief Kelsey, what's up, my man? He says Jody's breakout year would be 300 to 350 yards. So yes, he can do it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not like he has to do a whole lot to break out. I mean, Jody's had flashes where you're just like, dude, this guy's a beast. But it's always just, followed up by a season-ending injury or something, and it's just pretty disheartening. And I know it's got to be tough for Jody as well, so I feel for him. And I'm always cheering him on. He's a cool guy. But maybe this year can be the year, man. Maybe he can stay out there and show what he can do.
For sure. Veta says, what up, G? Oh, she's talking to Gary. What's up, Veta? I haven't even seen
good to
Veta
see you,
in the
Veta.
chat before. Talk to us, Veta.
She used to comment long ago, I believe. I do recognize.
It's
but
been a while. Hey, I like
been a
talking
while.
to new people.
Glad to have you back.
For sure. Bill, what's up, fellas? New here. I appreciate your channel. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate you being here, my man.
Absolutely.
Find you some nice people to talk to over here in this comment section, man. Knowledgeable people. I love it. They cheered me up on my
Awesome
birthday.
people.
I just turned 40 the other day. I wanted to go, parachuting with no parachute, but I got over it. Everybody helped me get over it. Everybody helped me get over it, so
Yeah.
a good group of people here.
Yeah, good to have you though, Bill. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet, man, and join us more often. So good to see you. Stephen James says, Screaming Eagle Milk. Hey, Mike still hasn't gave me mine. Just so you know, he's hoarding it.
I haven't seen him.
That's a lie. We were just at PF Chang's.
Dude, why didn't you tell me? I would have grabbed it for
Why
you.
would I tell you? It's like it's my job. I see how it is.
It's your job.
Greg Coleman says, Chris, we need some gifting. I'll pitch in. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome.
You know what?
If you guys get a membership from Greg or Chris, make sure to thank them because those two guys, they're amazing. Very, very supportive. Julia says, say Sneed takes a step back, McDuffie takes a step forward. You trade Sneed or work something out. I think that there's a good chance Sneed might be on his last year with the Chiefs. Not because he's not good, not because he doesn't do good things, but because the Chiefs just they've not proved that they will give a cornerback a long-term deal. The only time that they've ever done that in recent history was Brandon Flowers, and they ended up cutting him after 2 years. Otherwise, you see them go. Marcus Peters, Tavarius Ward. There's a handful of them I'm not even thinking of right now. But normally, no matter how good they are, they let them walk. Usually, when it comes to corners.
Yep. Javier says Pacheco going to pass 1,000 rushing yards this next season.
I think so.
Easy. I think he's going for what, 12, 13?
I mean, if they use them, like it's tough for a Andy Reid running back because everybody's like, man, Andy Reid system is great for running backs, and it is, but they get so pigeonholed on passing sometimes they don't get a whole lot of carries. But I think Pacheco has shown them what he can do and how valuable it is, and I think that they can rely on that run game more right now. So I think maybe the last few years they just hadn't had 100% confidence in the run game with just Clyde and McKinnon, and then you had Pacheco come in and show a different element where he can just play some smash mouth football, and I think that gave him a little bit of confidence that they can go to that sometimes when they need to.
Chris is out here throwing out gifts. Greg is out here throwing out gifts. Guys, turn that gifting on. Greg and Chris doing what they do. They're throwing out some gifts. Just hit the gift. You can go to the top of the chat. You can hit the little where it tells you. It says There's 2 green ones. It says 10, 10, and then there's a 20 bomb up there from Greg. Just click one of them, and then it says, hey, I'd like to turn on gifts. And you just click a little button. I don't know why YouTube doesn't just let you accept gifts. Who doesn't want a free gift? Like, why does YouTube just act like...
Who's the person that's like, I refuse. I don't want a free gift.
Why does YouTube just act like we don't want free things? Like, Christmas is huge in this country, okay? Like, we love free stuff. Like, that's the way it is. It's insane, man.
Stephen James says, Spag seems super high on Keandre Coburn. What you think? Man, Keandre Coburn, we've both said that we think he might be like the sleeper pick here, right? I think he could do some good things.
Right.
We were going to try to have him on tonight, actually. We were talking to him earlier this week, but I think we've lost contact with him. But he was thinking about coming on here tonight, but probably doing some cool derby stuff or something, right? Probably having at a cool little party.
Are you crazy? He's at rookie minicamp.
I know, Mike. I know.
You know where he's at? This guy's asleep right now. He's not coming on. He's asleep. Did you guys see him out there today? He's a big old boy, man. He was barely getting through. They're doing high knees. He was doing no knees. He just was scooting his feet. He didn't even care. He said, I'm just here so I don't get fined, and I'm going to take up some room in the middle of the field and let everybody else
I
do
hope
the work.
Javier's talking to you right here. Maybe I missed something in the chat, but I hope he's saying happy 50th birthday to you, bro.
Javier, if you're talking to me, I'm revoking the membership right out from underneath. Everybody ungive Javier's membership. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Javier's he's just playing.
Jack Green with a 2 bomb. Hey, Jack, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for all your support, dude. We appreciate it for sure. Always here supporting, so we appreciate that. Veta says we got to keep Jody healthy. He is who we need to replace Travis when he decides to hang it up. Yes, it would be ideal. But you know what, Veta, I think that Noah Gray might be the guy that might be taking that role over. If you watch the last few years, man, it's like a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. They rely a little bit more on him. Noah Gray, man.
Is it crazy to think Noah Gray's only been on this team for 2 years? This is 3rd year coming up, right?
Right. Yes.
It feels like he's been here since 1995. Like,
but yeah.
It's weird.
Man, he made some clutch catches this past season. And I just think he has it, dude. I think Noah Gray is good. I don't think people have seen all that Noah Gray can do yet because he hasn't had the opportunity, obviously, because Travis is out there 90% of the time. But yeah, it'd be awesome to see Jody stay healthy, man, and mold into that role. But I think that we can't forget about Noah Gray either. I think he'll be good, man.
By the way, Veta, congrats on being a member. I see where you were gifted a membership.
Very
Glad
nice
to have you here, Veta. Also, Wink was gifted a membership by Greg Coleman. That's nice. Everybody's starting to turn them on. Bill got gifted a membership. So there's 3 new members right here. Guys, we love it. Make sure you're turning those on. Turning them on.
Yeah. Greg says, thanks, guys. We want to see you grow. Content is great. Hey, we appreciate that, man. We put a lot of work into it, so we try to give you guys some decent content and try to keep it 100 with you guys and just be straight and genuine. That's the main thing. I mean, what you see is what you get with us. I mean, we're the same way in real life, so.
Chiefer 65 Toss Power Trap has gifted a membership. So many memberships out there. You guys be sure and turn those things on. I know YouTube makes it hard.
So we're closing in on 9,000 subs, I believe. I think we're around the 8,500 mark-ish, somewhere in that range. I haven't looked at it, but I want to break that 10K mark. I'd like to do it sooner than later, and I want you guys. I think you guys can help us do it.
I feel like the off season, Steve. You know, a lot of people just aren't like Chief hardcore. I feel like we got the hardest of the hardcore here. Just breathe Chiefs football 365.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like there's a lot of Chief fans. I don't want to say they're bandwagoners, but we've got a lot of new fans here over the past few years. I just don't think they're as hardcore, you know, when the season's over like we got in the chat. So it's just making it a little hard to grow right now. But I tell you, it'll come around. We're getting ready to get back to camp. We're getting ready to get back into it.
Right.
We were talking yesterday. The NFL has done a heck of a job making the NFL 365 days a year. Like, you have to pay attention. There's something every weekend. Do. It is constant.
No time off.
Yeah, we know.
No time off for sure. Yeah, it's always something, man. We're just when you think you can kick back and, you know, have a moment, it's like, nope, here's rookie minicamp. Mike.
Oh wait, my bad. I was just.
I was afraid I was going to click off of your comment. So
no, you're good. Gary says, Stephen, Mike, do you guys see the Chiefs giving Chris Jones what he's wanting for his new contract? Man, I
They
tell
have
you,
to.
there's another dude just got signed for a big contract the other day. It slipped my mind who it was.
Lawrence with the Giants.
Okay. Yeah, that's who it was. Dude, they paid him a lot too. Chris Jones
Yeah.
gonna be sniffing that $100 million mark.
Well, I mean, he's going to. I know I'm forgetting somebody else too, but Deron Payne got a giant contract, kind of set the bar. And then who was the other one? The other defensive tackle,
Dude,
a popular one. He signed right after that, and then you just saw what happened with Dexter Lawrence, and it's like, man, Chris Jones is going to get paid, and we have to pay him, right? I mean, Chris Jones is that guy. He's a game wrecker. He's the best defender in football. In my opinion, last year he was the best defensive player in football, and it's like you got to pay the man, and I think he wants to be here, so that's always good.
Mo Patriot says free gifts, two of my favorite things, free and gifts, the same. Chiefs fan, what's up, brother? What's up?
Going on, Chiefs fan?
We're just hanging. Veda says, I'm a math teacher, so you just got your do a good deed for Teacher Appreciation Week. Super grateful for you.
Hey, that's awesome.
I don't care what anybody does. Veda
She's doing the Lord's work out
yeah,
there.
She got the hardest job of anybody because we know these kids nowadays, man.
They're out of control. They're out of control. And Veda, another thing is I didn't even know that these kids knew what math was, so your job really is tough.
What grade? Can we ask what grade you teach? If you teach, I mean, if she teaches the younger kids, I'll give it to her. If you're teaching them high school kids, I actually heard middle school was the worst. Like, I was one time going to sub for middle school, and they're like, please, God, don't do it. So,
yeah, I don't know about it.
We'll see.
I don't know about it.
Don't know about it. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, good luck.
We went so
Julia
far behind.
says, linebacker room looks crazy. Tranquil, Boat, and Geisha. Now, yeah, we were talking about that a minute ago, Julia. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be good, man. Tranquil was a good addition, so absolutely love it. I'll let you go. Go ahead, Mike. Get us caught up. Do your thing.
I'm trying.
Work your magic.
Trying to get to the bottom. Julia says, you think Chris Jones retires a Chief? He better.
Yes.
Chiefs fan says,
so.
Dexter Lawrence just got paid $90 million for 4 years. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So Chris Jones, he's worth more than Dexter Lawrence. Let's put it that way. So if Chris Jones does it right, Chris Jones could every bit be sniffing that $100 million mark. Like, he's about to be a very, very rich man. What is up, JJ? Good to see you here, my man. I see that. Oh, JJ's also a member. I was going to be like, JJ, you're here.
Very
Accept
nice.
some gifts. There's so many gifts out there. There's so many gifts. Chiefs fan. It's shown that you're not a member. But if you will hit that gift and turn it on, I bet you're going to get one. Wouldn't it be great to have every single person in here? There's 86 members. That'd be sick. Jan with the 20 bomb super
Jan
sticker.
with the 20 bomb. Man, dude. Jan, you're awesome. Always supportive. We appreciate you a ton. It's amazing.
Yep. Jan is great. She's been here for the longest time. She's been supporting us almost since day one, I think. Like, I remember Jan all the way back.
People like Jan make this fun, man, right? Like, it's like since the beginning, she's just been super supportive. So
y'all, this season, by the way, awesome. I know this is kind of coming out of nowhere, but it is what are we? Like, what is today? May 6th. You realize we'll be going to actual camp within like 2.5 months? That's insane, Steve. That means we're going to be in KC within 2.5 months. We're going to have to get all of our people together and go crash somebody's back room at a restaurant and eat some barbecue, man. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. When we come up for camp, we gotta make a little hangout.
We'll do it. Veda says high school.
Oof.
Okay,
man.
Veda's doing the Lord's work.
One.
I want everybody to stop what you're doing right now. Say a short prayer for Veda.
Please do.
She got a tough job. Steve is around a high schooler a lot. Steve, what do you think about it?
Two, pretty much, man. I got the stepson 17, going to be 17. And then my oldest daughter's 14. So, yeah, I understand. I fully understand it, bruh.
Yeah. He says bruh a lot. And
facts, bro. Facts.
Whatever.
Man, Gen Z, baby. Got their little septum rings going.
Veda says do not ever go into a middle school, bro. Hey, that's what they told me. I wasn't going to have it. Then again, I've got the mentality of a middle schooler, so, I mean, I'd probably get along with him.
Chiefs fan says, I think B.J. Thompson's going to rock out. Man, yeah, dude. He's got the ability to do it. I mean, what an athlete. we've had BJ Thompson on our radar since the beginning of draft talk, and I think it's a good one, man. I'll be excited to see what he can do, because obviously, playing at Stephen F. Austin and playing with the Kansas City Chiefs is night and day. So hopefully everything translates pretty good, and it won't be like a big project thing. It'll take them too long, I'm pretty excited about it. I actually put a poll up on the community tab. Let me go check that. Where I was asking which of the four, they only give you 4 options on there, so I only put 4 rookies. I was trying to see which one everyone thought was going to have the best rookie season. And I could tell you the results of that one. That I wanted to look at. I was interested while Mike reads the news or whatever he's doing.
Just trying to catch up with comments. Reach says, did you guys see Keandre Coburn's video on the Chiefs YouTube channel? He was so excited to be a Chief. It was fun to watch. Dude, they've all been pretty excited. We had posted a thing with Rashee Rice trying on his helmet for the first time.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dude, doesn't that just like I said, Brett Veach drafts off based. I think he drafts a lot based on how good these
Does
kids
it give
are.
you the warm and fuzzies, Michael?
It does. I like to see it. I like to see it, man. Dude, you could just imagine growing up, especially for somebody like Felix. Are you kidding me? Like,
Right.
you grew up in the backyard of Arrowhead, and it's like you get to put that helmet on, man. You're just going to play a little different.
The poll I was talking about is which new Chief's going to pop off the most in the first season with the Chiefs. It was Felix Anudike-Uzomah, Rashee Rice, Wanye Morris, or Keandre Coburn. 64% of 1.7K said Rashee Rice. So everybody's so high on the receiver, and I get it. I do, and I think he's going to be good. But, man, just the fact that he's a receiver and a rookie in Andy Reid's system, I don't know if I would have went that route. Felix got 27%, 3% Wanye, 6% Keandre Coburn. But, I mean, if I had to guess right now, I would probably go with Felix. I think Felix is pretty polished up and a pretty good pass rusher with a lot going on there. And I think he'll start off pretty in a good spot. I think by the end of the year, Felix is going to be he'll be just as good as Karlaftis was last year, if not better.
Yep. Julia says y'all should go and personally deliver a pizza to Cole. You know what? Cole needs to personally deliver me a pizza. It's time.
He owes this one.
It's time that he brings me a pizza, Cole. Go ahead and do that, you little red-bearded man. Bring me a pizza, you little dillweed. I hope he's watching. He's going to be like, don't come in, dillweed. Cole, he's wild, dude. Love that dude. He's crazy. You know who don't get enough credit? Everybody gives everybody credit for How About Those Chiefs. That channel, the number one credit for that channel needs to be his wife, Danny. Because I bet I guarantee you she puts up with the long hours of like Cole just not seeing him.
Cole, take a break
busy.
sometime. Hang out with Danny. Don't want to lose that one.
He's doing it tonight. That's why we're on here.
I'm kidding.
We're going to fill the gap while Cole's having some family time tonight. Greg says we need to get them to stream together. How about those Chiefs all chiefed up? We actually talked about that with Cole a little bit. Neither one of us really know how to do a multi-live stream. I'm sure it's pretty easy, but neither one of us have done it yet. We'll have to figure that out. But
we actually were planning for doing it right after the draft. So, I mean, whenever he's down, I mean, it's like Mike said, it's like never a downtime with trying to come up with content for the Chiefs because it's like it never ends, right? But, I mean, anytime he's available and we are too, we could definitely do something like that. It'd be fun.
David says, I agree with Mike. We draft good men. We do.
Yeah.
I think we look for that, man. It's really good. I like it. Trying to catch up. Woo.
Do I need to do it for you?
Yeah, I'm just behind.
You seem lost.
Veta is calling us all dillweeds, and I like it.
The dillweed.
Jack says Tranquil was a gift. Drew Tranquil was an absolute gift. I think
nothing makes me happier than the fact that they offered him more money to stay a Charger, and he said, "Nope, I want to go be a Chief." That makes me love that guy.
Very excited to see Tranquil in this defense. I really am. I think Tranquil could play his way into a longer contract with us this year.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but when we played the Chargers last year, Tranquil was a pain in our butt. Like he was that guy, right? Like he's that guy, and then all of a sudden he's on your team, so that's cool.
Yep. Julia says Cole doesn't come out of that basement. That's what we're talking about. He's down there sharing a lot of time with that new man he brought in.
Oh,
watch your
Danny
man.
Gotta watch it.
Watch your man, Danny. Watch your
he
man.
Better have
Danny.
her out. He better have her out at PF Chang's tonight.
Yeah,
that better be what's going on.
I'm about to donate him some money so he can take his wife to PF Chang's tonight. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I'm finally caught up with the chat, Steve.
No, he's not.
I am.
You're not
I'm
even
at the
close.
bottom. I'm at the bottom. But anyways, I just wanted to say there's 85 people in here. We appreciate all 85 of you. I don't care if you're talking in the chat or if you're just watching from afar or if you just have our phone setting, if you have us on your phone and you're in the kitchen making a sandwich, it's watch time and I appreciate you. That's how we grow here. If you don't care, take a second, go down, click that thumbs up button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. And if you haven't got gifting turned on, turn on those gifts. There's a lot of gifts out there. Again, everybody I'm seeing in the chat is already a member. So we're getting close to just maxing it out here, people, and that's how we grow. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's got a good community here. So if you're new here and you're not in the chat, get in the chat, man. Everybody's cool. No stupid questions. It don't matter if you've been a Chiefs fan a day or 60 years, whatever. It don't matter.
It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast. It's 9 p.m. in Middle America, in the heart of the country in KC. You know what time it is, Steve? It's Tailgate Saturday night. I'm going to pop open a cold Mountain Dew.
Saturday night tailgate. The Mountain Dew Brothers.
Oh, we're popping open a Mountain Dew.
The Diet Mountain Dew Brothers.
Cheers. Ching. Ching.
Hey, I was actually working on maybe trying to get I don't do graphic design, guys. I got to do our thumbnails and stuff like that, but I don't like really do stuff. But I was trying to see if I could maybe wing a little pizza and Diet Mountain Dew emoji for you guys. So I'll see if I can get that together. If I can, I'll have my guy do it. But
hey, we should have a Diet Dew Brother T-shirt where just 2 Mountain Dew cans are clanking, and then like some yellow goos coming out. And it says,
can we take that image of Chris Jones where he was drinking the beer and just trade it out with a Diet Mountain Dew?
And then change his jersey into an all chiefed up shirt. Nobody will ever know that Photoshop existed. Chris Wright says the Diet Dew Brothers consuming. You're right, Chris. It's a good day.
Yeah, if you guys have any good ideas for emojis and stuff like that, make sure to throw them out there too. I always keep a list. So far, we were talking about doing a DT emoji, maybe just number 58 or something like that, and then we were talking about having a pizza slice because we're fat and we're always talking about eating pizza, and a ketchup bottle for Mahomes, and a Diet Mountain Dew can. So those are funny, and I think they're hilarious. So those things are for you guys. So anything that y'all want, just throw it on there. We'll make it happen.
A Diet Mountain Dew can emoji is just, it cracks me up thinking about it because just imagine if you work for Diet Mountain Dew and you stumble along and all chiefed up and you see us using Diet Mountain Dew emojis. A, will you sue us? B, will you just be like, these dudes are insane.
We're just giving you an opportunity. Diet Mountain Dew. I mean, no pressure. But if you want to sponsor it, yeah, I mean, that's cool. Night Hunter's in the house. Says, hey, Steve and Mike, what are you doing, Night Hunter? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hope you won. Hope you picked Mage to win the Derby like I did. Won you some money.
Every time I see Night Hunter's name, I just want to watch like ghost hunting shows on like the Travel Channel. It just puts me in the mood for like fall.
Mike's all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Am now. I need pizza though.
And
You
JJ
started
says,
talking about pizza, and now I want it.
JJ says he's been a Chiefs fan since Alex Smith was on the Chiefs. Very nice, man. That was a good time for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, I have a special place in my heart for Alex Smith because that was a turning point. We were in the dark ages, and then here come Andy Reid, and here comes Alex Smith, and now you see what we are now. And I feel like that was definitely 100% the turning point. So I always have a little special place in my heart for Alex Smith, man. You gotta love that guy. And what a story too. Like, what a tough dude. Like, all that stuff afterwards and all that.
I like Alex Smith. I think Alex Smith. Okay, look, when we drafted Mahomes, I said, you know what? It's time for Mahomes. Alex Smith. I was a little irritated. We had blew the playoff game, but at the same time, him and Andy deserve a lot of credit for turning this franchise around.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
Julia says we need a Stella emoji. That'd be hilarious too. Have a little dog,
right.
like a little.
I see Stella back there. I see the picture.
She's like
right above Dr. What's his name?
She's Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
She's like a little, like she almost looks like she's like a little half like Dotson, half, I don't even know, Chihuahua maybe, but she's mean. She's crazy. I don't know. She likes tummy rubs. I'll give you that.
Trav with the 2 bombs says buying you 2 a couple of Big Reds. I miss them.
Bro, I just seen Big Red at Walmart the other day and I almost bought one.
Big Red. Hey, the Big Red Zero is actually pretty good. I've tried that. Not bad, not bad.
Big Red? We need to be sponsored by Big Red because of Andy Reid.
Night Hunter says Diet Dew's going to kill us. And she's probably right.
You're probably right. Hey,
Probably right. Drinking battery acid.
what can you do? I'm 50 now, so at this point, I don't care. Chew.
Oh, my bad. I
sorry,
accidentally clicked
man.
on something. I did not mean to do that. Go ahead.
You just cold. Okay. Chew says, morning. Just checked about the gifting membership. Seems you can't do it to brand accounts. No clue what it means. Seems I got one. I don't know what that means either. If you start digging into YouTube's terms of service and stuff, who knows? They have alternate languages, so I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, that's weird. I've not heard that one yet.
Yeah.
That's different.
Oh, David. I just had my first Diet Mountain Dew recently. What is it supposed to taste like? I can't taste anything, but it's not bad. I don't know.
Citrusy
Yeah.
deliciousness.
Well,
Crisp, cold, and crispy.
You know, when you're a kid, you can afford to drink all the sugary. So you was drinking the regular old Mountain Dew, getting hyped up, running around. And then when you start getting old, you're like, I better lay off the sugar a little bit. So you start drinking the aspartame. But either way.
Then your brain goes south and no, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, hey, Veta.
Veta.
Children are
Kid
here.
show. No, I'm just kidding. That's hilarious.
You really think he's hot? Do you think Mahomes is hotter than Alex Smith, or Alex Smith is hotter than Mahomes? Steve, put that poll up for the ladies.
No, I'm not
Put
putting
it up
that
for the
poll up
ladies.
for nobody.
There are ladies
No, because-
here, and they
because Brian Parrott's going to click it. Brian Parrott's going to vote.
Brian will not click it. Brian, do not click who's hotter, okay, brother? I want the ladies to have a poll, and throw Andy Reid on that poll too. Remember when Andy
Hey,
got
guys, we
voted
know
sexiest man?
Just so you know, guys, we know how many ladies are in the house right now. So
It doesn't
just
matter.
throwing that out there.
I'll
Throwing
vote
out
on
there.
it. I'll vote on it.
I'm gonna
don't
vote
care.
on it too.
Cindy's-
I'll put a poll up for
Cindy
you.
says, "Oh, Stella. Stella's cute. She's mean. Like, she's just mean to people. You know what? I can't take her anywhere. I took her to the golf course. She barks at people. She tries to bite them, but I don't think she really would. She loves children, though. She'll lay down, just let you rub your belly. That's what she does. Bigfoot Hunter is a member. I appreciate it, Bigfoot Hunter.
Nice.
And by the way, cool name.
Good
dude.
to have you.
Who don't want to hunt Bigfoots? Wait, is it Bigfoots or Big Feets? I don't know. Let's just go with the
Big
Yeti.
feet.
Wait, is Yeti and Bigfoot the same? Man,
Yeah, sort of.
you've got me on a
Yeah.
tangent, and now I just kind of want to go Google some stuff. So
Chris Wright says we should have a We Day emoji. Buffalo with an arrow through it emoji, or 13-second emoji. I do
that's
like
funny.
it.
All of it. All of it. That's funny. Night Hunter tells us that artificial sweeteners cause cancer and diminish brain function.
I told you.
Hey,
Told you it's detrimental to the brain.
guys, let me tell you something. You've watched us now for almost a year. How much brain function do we actually have, that we can diminish? Not a lot.
That's what she's trying to say. Like the little that you have, you better hang on to
Yeah,
it.
she's like, y'all better hold on. Hold on. Amani's here. What's up, man? I just seen you in
Hold
the
on,
chat. I lost your thing. I was going to throw you up. I lost it. My bad. Randall says, somebody gift him a membership. Randall, they're out there. You just
Make
have
sure you
to
turn it on.
You got to turn it on. It's a difficult process, apparently. You just go to the top, hit the little green gift, and then make sure that you are able to select to get some memberships from this
Dude.
channel.
Jolt Cola. Do you remember Jolt Cola?
I don't remember drinking it, but I remember it.
It was like I think it was like kind of like a way too early like energy drink sort of. I remember Jolt.
David says, I may be your oldest member. Oldest as in been with us the longest, or old as in like you might be like 106? I'm going to say you've been here
106
longest
years
because
old.
David's been here a long time. David was here. David might have been here last year when we were talking about draft content, which was one of the first videos we ever did. That's crazy.
Man, so I got the poll up. You want me to check on that poll for you, Mike?
Please. Steven said he's voting in the poll, so
Hey, lots of people's voting in the poll.
I don't care.
Okay.
Let everybody vote. I don't care. Hey, I'm secure enough in my manhood that I will say who I think.
You better be. So the poll actually says, who does Mike think is hotter, Patrick Mahomes or Alex
is that
Smith?
what it says? Well, we're gonna see if
Yep.
we agree with it.
We got it. He said Travis Kelce. That's who. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, Travis Kelce. If I was, that side of the track.
What's going on, Lenny? Good to see you, my man. It's okay, you're late. It's all good. Well, it's just a Saturday night hangout, tailgate. So good to see you. Glad you made it in, man. Hope you had a good day so far.
Randall got it. He got it turned on, and he was gifted a
Very
membership.
nice.
Randall,
See, that
good
just goes
job,
to show
buddy.
you guys. Turn it on. Turn on
Yeah,
your
because
gifting.
he got it instantly, and there's a few more out there. So I know you guys are hearing me when I say this. Rerun 61 in the house. He says Joe Montana. I don't know what Joe Montana's about. Steve, what do you got? Reach out.
Yeah, Reach says, I remember Jolt. It was awful, but the old school energy drink. See, yeah, that's what I thought it was too. Joke Cola. I just remember I had a friend. His name was John Massey. He was older than me. And we were somewhere like a punk rock show or something. And there was this ongoing joke about drinking like 5 Joke Colas and going crazy, That's all I always think about is him when I think of Joke Cola.
Yep. Cole said Surge. You remember Surge? We always remember Surge. Did they bring Surge back for a little while or something?
They did, actually. They did. A couple years back, actually. I got one when it came out. I was like, I have to take a drink for nostalgia. I didn't drink it. I didn't really want it, but it was like, I needed my life to flash back to the 1990s for a split second.
Hey. Shout out Matt Milligan. That's all I'm going to say. We can't tell you the story. Long story short, this kid used to curse at our teachers in school to get him a Surge. That's how much he was addicted to it. So
it was bad. It
was insane.
Julia says Pepsi Crystal might have had real crystal. Yeah, I think so.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Pepsi Crystal didn't last very long, did it? They tried to make a comeback on that recently, I think.
Did they?
Saw some. Yeah, I think so. I actually saw that.
I'm with Lenny here. I'm with Lenny. I think I'm with Lenny.
Lenny knows what's up.
Yeah. We got to watch what
Let's go check that poll. I'm going to go in the poll.
Got to watch what you say, though, Steve. Clark Hunt will get us shut down.
Yeah, he might. He said, don't you talk about.
He said, don't talk about my daughter.
Let's see. What's the poll doing? I ended the poll, but I don't see the results. Oh, there they go. Mike, 67% of people think that you think Patrick Mahomes is hotter than Alex Smith.
Dang. Do I, though? I don't know. Have you ever seen Patrick Mahomes when he's like a girl? Remember when we did the girl app, and it turned him into the female? He was kind of hot, actually. Like, he had a little Becky from Roseanne vibes to him. No, not Becky. It was Darlene.
You think Darlene's hot?
I don't, but I mean, he looked like a Hispanic version or something, like very suave and sexy. I don't know why I'm talking about Mahomes like this, but
can we talk about football now?
Please.
Hey, do you know the Chiefs play football? I don't know about this no more. Mike, you're getting off. You're jumping off a ledge. I'm not going with you.
I'm 40.
See, Javier said it too. He said, later, homies, have a great night. He said, I'm out. So I'm done with Mike.
He just has to leave. It's not because of me, I guess.
Well, that's what you just keep telling yourself that. Later, Javier. Have a good night, man.
Peace out.
Right. So, rookie minicamp. How long does that last, by the way? I'm trying to remember. Like, is it 3 weeks? 3 days.
Days.
I thought it was a week.
No,
I thought
it'll
it was 1 week.
It's gonna go Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay.
It's
so many.
I mean, they ain't doing
a good
nothing.
word for it.
They're putting some helmets on, and
It's just getting it's just getting their feet wet, right? I mean, those guys got to be pumped, and then they actually get out there and start getting this thing going. So, what is it next? OTAs? I don't even know anymore. There's so much stuff.
I mean, next week we're gonna have the schedule release coming out on Thursday. I think that's still the day they're going with. And then after that, I'm not for sure when they start doing all the OTAs and stuff. I'll have to look.
Yeah. Cole says, if not for Alex's mentorship, Patrick wouldn't be half the man, and for that matter, player he had become. I agree with you. I think that Patrick, he's always going to be a great football player, right? He just had the natural raw talent, and that's what he uses most of the time. But I think Alex Smith definitely got him in a really good place. I think that year sitting behind him was huge, obviously. I mean, Mahomes has been the best quarterback to ever play the game so far. So huge props to Alex Smith on that one for sure.
Yep, got to give Alex Smith credit, man. Got to give him credit.
I lost in the chat. Like he was talking about being the oldest fan. Was he saying he was the oldest? Now they're all talking about being old.
I haven't lost. Yeah, I have lost it. I
I
lost
lost it. I
it.
do know Jack Green, one of our members here. He's 72, I think he said. So he might be. Might give
Cole
you a run
says
for.
schedule will release Friday the 12th, so they move it to the 12th. If they did, that's
Moved
going
it
to
to
work out even
Friday.
better. We'll probably live stream that too, to be honest.
We'll try to. At
Either
least jump
that,
on and.
yeah. Well, we wanted to live stream it, but is it going to be a problem to live stream Friday and Saturday? Could be.
I'm gonna have a lot of kids.
Yeah, Steve's
them
going to
in
have a
here
lot of
next week.
kids.
They'll be in here. Veta says Chiefs versus Eagles first game. You think they're going to do it? Veta, I don't think, I wouldn't doubt that, but I have a feeling they're going to go with the Dolphins at Arrowhead. Just because of Tyreek running that mouth all the time, all that drama. And I think that they think, people want to see that play out. So
Yeah,
they might do it. They might go that way. I mean, other than Chiefs and Eagles, I think that would be the best ratings wise.
Hey, they could always go with Josh Allen or Joe Burrow coming in as well. Because why?
Yeah.
If you catch the Chiefs early in the season before we gel, that's a chance for them to pick us off a little early in the schedule. I mean, that's kind of what they did with Buffalo last year. We'd have got Buffalo late in the season, we'd have beat them. So, yeah, the NFL likes to get us to lose early. Tom's here. What's up, Tom? Sorry, man.
Go on, Tom.
Tom says, what's up? Not much, man. My bad. Steve, you can go ahead and click that back over.
I don't even know where I was at, Mike. You go right ahead. You're doing such a good job keeping up with the feed. I'll just let you do it.
I don't know how to do it. Well, Tom, I'll answer Tom while I'm waiting. He says, how do you accept gifts? You just click the top where it says gifts. I don't know if there's any up still. But the next time you see somebody put up a gift, just click it, and it'll say, would you like to accept gifts? And then there's like a little toggle switch. Yeah, you have to go through it. So
definitely make sure you get that turned on, though. Because they'd be handing them out like Oprah.
Chris now says that the NFL reportedly hopes to unveil its fall schedule on the 11th. That's what we originally heard. Is it the 11th? Is it the 12th? Who knows? We'll keep figuring it out. We'll make sure we get
Keep
to
our
it.
eye on that one. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, though. I'm still thinking Dolphins first game. I don't know. I just have that feeling.
Oh, you were right here. Pat admits Alex taught him how to watch film and take notes.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee you he learned a lot from Alex Smith. Alex Smith's a smart dude, right? Like, not only is he a good quarterback, but he's also a very smart individual. So I think he probably learned good habits from him. I would say, if nothing else, that he definitely learned really good habits from Alex Smith.
For sure. For sure.
I'm going to Kip's comment.
Kip
says, I think Alex Smith would have done better, as in wins, if we didn't have Bob Sutton. And I agree. I think that Andy Reid kind of stubbornness and not wanting to run the ball kind of was detrimental too. If you go back to like the playoffs against the Colts, unfortunately, we were at that game where we were up like 38-10 and lost. So yeah, it was a mixture, but yeah, the defense always was pretty trash. So Alex just never could get over the hump, right? Like, he was a great quarterback. You knew you were winning a lot of games. You knew you were getting to the playoffs, but it was like he just never proved to get over that hump, man. Not saying I don't think it was in him. I just think, a lot of things factor in, man.
Right.
Matty
says Chiefs versus Jets wouldn't be too bad of an opener. That would be something cool. Showcase Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And Miko
Good
coming back.
Quarterback duel there at the beginning of the season.
Little McCole Hardman getting back to KC wouldn't be bad. Chris also says leak in German paper, Chiefs versus Bears in Germany. I actually made a short about this about a month ago, and I actually said Chiefs versus Bears in Germany would be the game. I don't remember where I seen it. I'd seen it somewhere, but I wasn't for sure. I went ahead and trusted my gut, and it worked out. I didn't look like an idiot. So,
Lenny says the feed froze, and I don't think so, Lenny. It was acting a little funny earlier, though.
It was. Farquad, what's up, man? He says, hello, everyone.
What's up, Farquad?
We were live. We are live.
Absolutely. Hey, every Saturday night, baby. We're gonna tailgate. Saturday nights right here at All Chiefed Up. So put that on your calendars. Good to see you, though, Farquad.
Maddie says Rodgers and Mahomes would sell tickets. It would.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs can play a flag football team. It's going to sell out. Have you all tried to get tickets to Arrowhead lately? It's insane, man.
Oof.
It's like
The
200
prices
in
are
the upper
crazy,
deck,
bro.
dude. It's getting crazy.
Probably more than that.
Right. Steven says, does the schedule have us playing the Donkos nearly back-to-back? Seems like they do that to us every year.
They always do that.
I don't know why they do it. It's weird.
Because it's fun to watch Patrick Mahomes beat down the Broncos. So, so we can do it 2 weeks in a row. Just have a party. Make a party out of it.
Right. Jacob says, hey, all that talk about Pepsi. Hey, Pepsi, don't they do Mountain Dew? He says y'all need to go out and try our new summer freeze dew flavor. It's supposed to taste like a bomb pop. Huh. I might have to. I wish they'd do it in a zero version. That way I don't have to drink all the sugar and be hyped up for a week and a half. Chris is saying we're at the Jets.
Think so?
If we're at the Jets,
we're playing...
we won't. Yeah, because we'll host.
Yeah, right. I'm still going with Dolphins. Where my head's at. I don't know why.
6 Footer says I can see Miami at Arrowhead's Week 1 Sunday night game. If I'm not mistaken, though, they'll feature us on Thursday night,
Thursdays?
So it would have to be a Thursday night game. We'll kick off the season on a Thursday. That's what they'll probably do. But yeah, hey man, we're caught up with chat. At least I am. I don't know where you are.
No, you're not.
I'm caught up here.
No, you're not. A bomb pop. Oh snaps! That might be for me. Better go get you one, man. I don't know. I don't drink the frozen drinks. My lady, she drinks them a lot. When she was pregnant, that's all she ever wanted was slushies and stuff. So, it might be more up her alley. But bomb pops are good though.
Dude, y'all have me now. Okay, so now I'm thinking about the frozen drinks. Well, no, it's not even frozen. They do have a frozen version. What is it? Baja Blast. Everybody gets it at Taco Bell.
They make it in zero as well. Jacob Brasher says.
Oh, I'm gonna try it now. I'll try it. We'll do a live on-air tasting, but I have to find it. Dude.
Stephen James says, SNS, let's freaking grow. Heck yeah. If you guys are new to the channel, thanks for joining us. We do Saturday night hangout every Saturday night. Got a good group of people here. If you like the content, click that sub button and don't be afraid to get in the chat. Awesome people here. Let's have a good time. Talk about the Chiefs.
Right. We're almost at 8,500 subs, by the way.
I keep clicking comments. I don't even mean to click, so sorry.
Our actual number, right as we sit, is 8473. So we're only 27 subs off. Veta will have to tell me if my math's correct on that one. She is the teacher. And so,
yes.
Yeah, I think I'm right, but maybe not.
Night Hunter says Mike wants more spoiled eagle tears. Say what? Hey, I want to try mine.
Yeah, I want to try it without being spoiled, but it is what it is. Steve, I'm about to open yours up and see if maybe now that it's
how nasty is that?
If it's back in the refrigerator though, will it uncurdle?
You put it in the fridge?
Yeah.
It's not going to uncurdle. It's not going to return to its previous form because you put it in the fridge.
It should.
That's not how that works.
That's how it should work. Have you ever examined an eagle tear though to see how that reforms?
Do they regenerate?
Maybe the salt keeps it good.
Possibility. David House says he hates Thursday night games. Man, I'm not a fan of any primetime game. I feel like it just makes things difficult, especially as a content creator. Because normally, right after the game, you want to give some reactions, you want to do this or that, and it's just it's already freaking midnight, and man, yeah, those late games, they're a pain. So I feel you.
Yep, I hear you, David. Is this officially the Saturday night tailgate? It is.
I think so. I think that's what we're going with.
We're taking it forever. So if anybody else tries it on Saturday night, no. We're kicking them out, and it's ours. And, during the season, we're tailgating. That means we might have a little college football action. We'll be able to, talk about some college football when it gets that time. I don't know if anybody plays this late, but, they'll give us something to talk about. Steven said it expired on May 1st.
Oof.
Those Eagles
Not to
tears.
mention it hasn't been refrigerated.
Okay, guys.
Don't do it.
What is today? Oh, today's the 6th. Oh, yeah, that's well done. Yikes.
Tom says that Monday Night Football used to be good in the 90s. I feel like it was more of a spectacle back then, right? Like, now it's just kind of like,
When it had Hank Williams Jr. opening it up.
Yes.
And then it switched to Carrie
Our
Underwood.
long-lost cousin, Hank.
Yeah, somehow we're related to Hank Williams Jr. How crazy is that? Our dad tells us the story. I don't know how. Apparently him and his family are from Alabama. And
I don't know.
That's where Hank Jr.'s.
I don't know about all of that, but I do know that we went and met his daughter and son in Nashville one time when Hank III was playing in Nashville. So we got to go down there and hang out with him and his sister, Holly, what was her name, I believe. She had the family tree and stuff.
I think so.
So that was cool. Yeah.
Man, our uncle Joe, he looks just like him. So I could totally.
He does look like Bo Cephas.
I could totally see how we're related to Bo Cephas somehow. Now that you mention it.
Oh, for sure.
Should I get a
they do look
cowboy
alike.
hat? I don't know. Maybe not.
Veta says, do not drink that, bro. Veta, you missed him drink the curdled milk.
Maybe
like
she
about
may
a week
have seen
ago.
it. Maybe she just
don't
didn't
know.
throw up with us in the chat.
That was rough.
Wait a second. Kip says Hank Jr. was friends with DT. Is that true? That's awesome.
I don't know. Maybe.
Veta,
Hank
shouldn't it
does
turn
some crazy things, right?
to cottage cheese? I think so. That was kind of what it tastes like. But dude, Eagles tier flavored cottage cheese? That's disgusting, actually.
That's rough. Mike, you lost again?
No, I'm actually caught up. I'm caught up.
Well, every time I see you, just stop and just stare at the screen and like you don't talk for a minute.
'Cause I'm making sure
to stop with you.
When I get to the bottom, like my thing freezes. So I seen what who was talking about that earlier.
Are you ready for some football? Man, I wish it was football season. Man, can't wait for fall.
Close enough. It's not even been summer yet. This guy's wishing fall upon me.
I hate summer. Like, I do like summer. I like summer nights. I like hanging out. You know, I like the fresh cut grass and you know, it's starting to cool down outside and you can get a fire going, hang out on the hammock. Those are cool. That's a good thing about summer. The rest of it can suck it. I hate summer. It's too hot. Kentucky, it's just miserable. It's muggy. No. So, I mean, I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for football. And I'm ready for Christmas because I'm a Christmas person. So,
Steve, no.
where we're at here.
Let me have the beach. I'm ready for the beach. I'm ready for some summertime.
Jack Green said Saturday nights was a good idea. Yeah. I mean, you guys made that decision for us. So, yeah, we do. That's the thing, man. You guys have all the best ideas. Y'all know what you want more than we do. So anytime y'all have ideas or anything like that, hit us up. Let us know, man. We listen. We try to do what you guys want. So
yeah, throw out more ideas. How about that? You guys just aren't here for the fun of it. Just throw out some ideas for us. We're gonna put you guys to work.
Put you to work.
Gotta put you guys to work.
Chris Wright just popped in with the 97 bomb.
What?
In honor of FAU number release, our home schedule is tough, fam. But glad we got him at Arrowhead. I'm back and forth, but stuck on 13-4. Love to hear ACU fam thoughts. We know home and away schedule, just not the dates. Let's guess away. I like that. We can do the way too early predictions. Dude, Chris, 97 bomb, bro.
That's insane, man.
You're the man. He went from a DT nuke to what are we going to call this one? The Felix.
The King.
Something?
The King.
King Felix.
The King donation.
Dude, we appreciate that, man.
That's
Your support
insanity.
is amazing. I always brag on Chris Wright, but you guys just have to deal with it. He's the man. He's a huge supporter. Got great ideas. Good guy.
Oh,
very cool.
Steve, by the way, I found all this the other day. Remember how I told you I was like, I can't find the keychains and stickers. Check it. If any of you guys want these, does it focus?
No, it's not focusing at all.
Well,
it's
hey,
still not.
It's a sticker and it's a keychain and it's got our faces on it. If you guys want them, allchiefedup@gmail.com. I'll send you guys some out. Anybody in the chat? Yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it. I've got a few left.
When you
can
get
see the bag.
You have to get the trivia questions right to get those, even if they're fake.
Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of them. So yeah, dude, we went out. We were handing those out at Arrowhead one time. We were just handing them out, going to a game, and remember that guy was like, "Man, I watch you guys," and we were like, "Really?"
Yeah, there was actually a guy that worked at the stadium, and he was like, "Dude, can I get a picture with you guys? Like, I watch you all on YouTube all the time." We were
I was like, "What?"
Well, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Gary says Steve and Mike went to a Hank Williams Jr. outdoor concert. He got on stage and was so drunk he flipped off the crowd and passed out on stage. That sounds like our lovely cousin Hank. Let's just throw that out there.
Dude, yeah, it's insane. It really is. He's nuts.
Oh my gosh, check this out. Check this out. I just saw this pop up. Where'd it go? Lenny with the 5350 bomb says he might have to reconsider this half thing because he had to get with Veta to know what the math was for half of 97 and be half the man that you are, Chris Wright. Lenny, we appreciate you, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. We appreciate you guys for real. That's insane. What is Chris doing out here, like stepping up to the king donation? Lenny now has the Prince donation. What's Deneric Prince's number going to be this year?
53, obviously. 53 and a half.
Wait, that could be when Prince Tega's. I don't know his
Who knows
number.
what anybody's numbers are anymore? There's no rules there, so it's confusing.
I'm going to find Prince Tega's number.
I don't remember what his number
is. If it
is.
happens to be 53, dude, that is going to be hilarious, actually. Oh,
We appreciate
I think he
you,
wears
Lenny.
70. He wears 70.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that.
He's Lenny the Legend. That's your new
Lenny-
nickname.
Lenny,
You're Lenny the Legend. Lenny the Legend. In the house.
Pop's in the house. He says Steve has no idea what
What a
fresh
liar.
grass smells like.
Make a
He
lie.
never cuts his grass.
I just did the other day. Jeez. Pop's out here trying to make me look like a slob.
He is.
What it does suck though, I'm a push mower these days, and that sucks actually. So yeah, Pops, if you want to come over and ride it, bring it on over. You can do it.
Tom says, why is everyone's name in green? I think it's members.
Members.
Anybody that's a member is in
Members.
green. So just turn your membership on. It's yeah, I don't know. You have to wait for a membership gift to pop up, hit the gift and say accept gifts, and it might give you one, to be honest. Yeah, he says, how do you turn on gifting? I tried to explain it the best I can. I'm not very good with it. You just have to wait till somebody pops up a membership, and then you click it, and it says, would you like to turn on gifts from this channel? And you just click it. I mean, I've not really seen it just yet, but it's something along those lines. I'm sure Chris will help you. Okay, Chris just popped one up. So Chris says it's a gifted one membership. So if you just click that, Tom, and I think it'll ask you to click it on and off. You toggle it, and then you accept it, and it may give it to you. Watch, you'll go through all this trouble, give it to somebody else. if that's the case, I'll keep gifting them till you get one. Greg actually just put up 10 gifted, so you guys
Very
are
nice.
definitely going to get one now.
Man, you guys are awesome. Brian Parrott says the likes are pathetic. I haven't looked at it, but if he says they're pathetic, they must be. So go hit that like button right now.
The likes are pathetic. Hey, they make that hard to do as well. You
Yeah,
gotta
one
shut
day
off the
YouTube's going to
chat.
fix it. One day YouTube's going to fix it, maybe.
Right. So to hit the like button, just click the chat thing at the bottom and then click the like and then click the live chat again. It's so annoying. YouTube is crazy. It's at
Pops is
62.
still on the grass mowing. Yes, bring your mower over. Bring your ride mower over. You can do all my grass for me from now on. Since you volunteered so nicely in front of all these good people.
Oh.
Night Hunter says FAU got Dan Saliamua's old number at 97.
Sally Amua. Pops, you used to like Sally Amua, right? I remember you talking about Dan back in the day. He was a Dan Sally Amua kind of guy. You look like him too after you was eating all that pizza and stuff.
Pizza sounds good. We need a pizza emoji. Tom says he still don't know how to get a gift. Just make sure you got it turned on, man, and I think the rest is random. So as long as you have it turned on, you'll get one eventually because these guys are great. They'll hook you up.
Halsey got gifted a gift. Chucky C got one. Yeah, so they're starting to go out. They're starting to give them out. It'll take a little bit probably.
Here,
Who knows?
tell Tom. Like if you go up to the top, it's just got like a little green box where it's like the gifted and stuff. You'll see it up there at the very top of the chat. Just click on one of those gifted ones, and it should give you the option to turn it on.
Right.
So-
It'll say something like accept gifts, something along those lines. Unless you are on a PC or tablet. If you're on a computer, I think you do it that way. If you're on a PC or tablet, not for sure.
Pop said he was a Neil Smith guy too.
Yep, that's true.
So yeah, if you guys didn't know, this Mark Williams in the chat, that's Pops. That's the reason why that we're Chiefs fans. It's all his fault. So you have him to thank for us. So take all your hate out on Pops right now for making you guys deal with us every Saturday night. Man,
Dude,
I need the legend.
I don't know what's happened. I've just now completely...
Jack Green with the 2-bomb. Appreciate you, Jack. You're the man.
Jack,
I think that one guy was
appreciate
older than you,
ya.
though. He said he was 79. I ended up finding in the comments, so you might not be the oldest one anymore, Jack. The other, who was it? Man, it's all that Diet Mountain Dew rotted my brain. I can't remember their names now.
Jack. Oh yeah, Jack, super sticker. Hey, you know what? Chris had a good idea. So you know what? I'm going to do it. Super sticker by Jack, $2. If you guys haven't already, you can go over to merch.allchiefedup.com and you can click out some merch. I'll go ahead and put it up on the thing. Steve can bring it up for you. Check out some merch, man. Right now we got a lot of, you guys are all members, so you're going to have some membership codes where you can save 10% off, 20% off, whatever it is.
Alex Smith, 10%. Patrick Mahomes level, 20%.
Right. So if you just got a membership, you want to get some merch, that's more ways to support the channel. You can get yourself some cool t-shirts, some hoodies. There's tumblers. There's everything. Everything but underwear. Steve didn't want to go with the underwear. We thought that'd be a little awkward.
I didn't do no underwear.
Yeah. Didn't want grown men to wear our faces on their underwear. That would be a little weird.
Night Hunter with the 5-bomb. We appreciate you. Because I can, and my name shows up nicely on the screen.
Night Hunter. Yeah.
For the win. Yeah, I'm gonna share the store with you guys just real quick in case you haven't seen it yet. Show you some of the stuff we got on there. And I'm getting ready to overhaul it pretty soon. As soon as I get time to sit down and work on it. Mike's got that going. There's the link. And then 1 second I'll have it shared with you guys. Maybe.
For sure.
Let me know how this looks for you.
Gary says, Mike and Steve, is there a local pizza joint in my town that makes a bacon cheeseburger pizza and a Reuben pizza? What's the local pizza
Reuben
joint
pizza?
called? I have to write that down.
That's interesting. I love Reuben's. So, all right, here's the store, guys. If you haven't been there, just you can go to, what was it, Mike? The link that you put up, merch.allchiefedup.com. It'll take you here to our store. Got all kinds of stuff. We got some tanks for the ladies for the summer. If you guys like that. The Victory Monday shirt. You can see it has the front and the back on these designs. Same with the hoodies and the jumper. You got beanies. I mean, we got a load of everything, man. So if you guys see anything that you guys like, that's a good way to support the channel. Just come over here and buy some merch.
Chris actually just copped one of those Grim Reaper shirts, I think.
No, it was Ty. Ty got the
Oh, it was
Grim
Ty.
Reaper
Ty
shirt.
got the Grim Reaper shirt. Okay.
Chris went with the little Poppy. He got
Oh,
the
that's
little
right.
Poppy
That's right.
shirt
That's
here.
right. He's going to
The
send us a
player
picture
shirt.
one of these days, and it's going to be awesome.
Right, right. So, and Brian Parrott, for the Brian Parrotts of the world that want the big sizes, because most of these we were talking about the other day, we use like the premium stuff, like the best t-shirts you can get and everything. So all these, you'll see the prices are a little high, but that's just what we deal with in America these days. We got them as low as we can get them, pretty much, with the stuff that we use. But you do have a lot of those only give you up to a 2X. If you guys need bigger sizes, 3X, 4X, these are where you need to go right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse when I'm circling them. It's the ACU EST 2022 Basic Tee and the ACU Spear Basic Tee. These will give you, they're a little bit cheaper because they're just 100% cotton, but they give you up to 5X, and they also have XLT sizes, 2XT, 3XT, 4XT. So you big guys, that's the way you need to go there. So yeah, sure go do that when you have a chance.
For sure. Kip says, do you have Do you have to have a subscription to YouTube to get gifts? No, I don't think so. A subscription. I don't think you do. Do you have to have a channel? Have you noticed that too? Like you have to have a channel before they'll let you comment on people's stuff too sometimes. So if that's the case, you can start a channel, but you don't really have to upload anything or anything. That just lets you. But yeah, I don't think you do. But it is what it is. Sorry, Steve. My bad. Was you on this one?
No, you're good. No, go ahead.
Oh, Night Haunter says, just like, how about those Chiefs? Steve and Mike are just cool down to earth guys giving us good Chiefs content that deserve to be supported. We appreciate you. We try, man.
Absolutely.
It's tough.
Trying to.
It's tough sometimes. Sometimes you're like, man, I'm so tired. I'm just tired. But then you're like, got to do a video. Got to do it. Got to go live. Got to go live.
Get it done. Get it done for the people.
Chris gifted me, and I waited on the mailman for 3 days to see what I got. Jack Green says. That's hilarious. Oh, 7 to 10 days at Jack Green. Okay, so 7 to 10 days you have to wait. 900 says, I don't have a YouTube sub, but I have memberships. Yeah, I don't think you have to have it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think you do either. Pretty sure you don't. So we didn't ever guess. What do you got for an early prediction on the win-loss column, Mike? I think Chris Wright was pretty on the nose, probably around the 13-4.
Right.
Can we pull that out?
I think 13 wins. I think 13 wins sounds about right. Is it time for the Chiefs to maybe take a step back in the regular season? It's possible. You know, our receiving core might not be as like great as last year. Our defense might take a few extra games to gel. Who knows? So, yeah, somewhere around that 4-loss, 5-loss. You can maybe even say 6 losses. Teams have to start catching up to us a little bit, right? Like, don't you feel like it just has to? Like, as a Chiefs fan, you're just always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, hey, guys, it's been a good run. No, it'll be somewhere around that. Once I see how the schedule lays out, I'll have a better idea. Because you know they're going to make it a gauntlet.
Well, here's my thing. The Chiefs, they tend to play teams very, very close. And we saw that last year. So you never really know. I mean, we're always going to be in a game, but there's some of them we might drop that we shouldn't drop. Kind of like the Colts game last year, you know. Just because, I don't know. It seems like Andy Reid has trouble putting his foot on their throat sometimes, you know. Like, lets teams hang around too long.
Right. Farquaad says 11-6, but a deep playoff run. Yeah, see, I can see that. Like, I don't think if we was to lose 6 games, as long as we get in the playoffs, the Chiefs are going to be dangerous. Put it that way. Night Hunter says 15-2, depending on the schedule. That would be
That'd
sweet.
be nice.
From your lips.
That'd be very nice.
To God's ears, Night Hunter. That's what I say.
Kip Carnes says, what do you mean take a step back? The only team that can beat the Chiefs is the Chiefs, and that is exactly right.
I mean, that's true.
I'm with Kip Carnes.
I'm just always waiting, you know. We're Chief fans. We know how it is. Like, we're like, oh, God, no leads too much. No.
You're like, what is all this winning?
Yeah, what is this winning? Brian says 11-6 is an embarrassment, but it's possible. Yeah.
Hey, as long as you get in the playoffs and win that Lombardi, that's just a number. So, I mean, what do they always say? The first thing they got to do is win the AFC West. That's right. The main goal, number 1. So, yeah, I'm still gonna hang around that 13-4 though. I'm with Chris. I think that's a good place to start. So we'll see.
Yeah. I hear you.
Chris Wright says Mahomes has that can't lose gene. Won't let us lose more than 4. Man, I mean, that's the great thing about Mahomes, right? Like, this dude obviously hates losing, and he will put it all out there. So we always have that, man. We got the best quarterback in the league. So 13-4 sounds very, very achievable with Patrick Mahomes. Heck, even 15-2 does, if everything goes your way. You know, it's just sometimes, you know, things just don't go your way sometimes in the NFL.
Right.
Things get weird.
Same. Oh, I lost it in the chat.
And David House says, if the Chiefs blew them out every week, Roger Goodell would step in and penalize us.
That's probably true.
I don't know.
Man.
He allowed the Patriots to do it that year that they had Randy Moss. They were smoking teams, man, and they were undefeated all the way up to the Super Bowl and lost to the Giants. Steve Spagnuolo gets the props for that one, stopping that juggernaut.
Right. William says, who's your favorite up-and-coming coach in the Chiefs organization? I don't know about up-and-coming. I think the next one that may get the head coach job could be Spags again if Spags has another good year and we was to repeat. He's done a lot of good
Nagy's
things.
been in the game before.
Right.
He wasn't in a great situation over there in Chicago, but I think he could get back into it eventually.
Right. Rod Wilson, I think he's our defensive assistant. I don't know if he does assistant coaching or what, but he does a lot of good stuff like getting players in there. Actually, David Girardi, the one we hired as a quarterback coach, he's a younger guy. I could see him maybe catching on in a few years. Who knows? But I don't know. We got some pretty good coaches on the staff. I think Andy Reid does a good job.
Farquad says, I'm shocked that the Chargers haven't been better. Herbert is actually pretty dang good. Yeah, he's decent, but I've noticed with the Chargers, and Mike can attest to this, and I think all of you can too, they play their best when they're playing the Chiefs. The best the Chargers play all year is when they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's just how it is. Like we struggle with them sometimes. We win with a late game score, or like we've even dropped games to them. And then you watch them the next week playing against, bottom tier team and just getting wiped off the field. And it's like, dude, why don't we get this Chargers? Why don't the Chargers charger when we're playing them? Why are they always, acting like they know what they're doing when the Chiefs play them?
Right. The playoff game that the Chargers lost to the Jags, if that had been the Chiefs, they'd have never allowed that comeback. It would have never happened. Hey, Ozark says undefeated.
Going undefeated, baby.
I like that.
That'd be sweet. We're just one out, just all year. Won the Super Bowl. That's a lot, man, nowadays. That's 17 games, and then you're looking, say you'd have the 1 seed, so you got to win, 3 more games? So 20? Yeah, go 20-0 to win it all.
Farquaad says no way Spags gets a head coaching job. He mentioned he wants to give it another go. I don't think
he talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a fair shake, to be honest, just yet. Then again, I don't think he's going to be a great coach.
Where was he at with St. Louis last time?
I feel like the days of the defensive head coach, like this league's just so centered around offense. Like it's tough for big defensive minded coaches to come in and do well. But I mean, I wouldn't rule out anything. Spags is he's well liked among the coaching ranks, so been there, done that, David says Nagy was not a good head coach.
It's just hard to tell, man, because I mean, look where he was at. Chicago was kind of a dumpster fire, and then they went out and went all in on Justin Fields, and I don't know. He didn't look good. Let's put it that way. It didn't appear that way, but I don't think he got a fair shake.
Right. I'm going to bring up the Chiefs schedule here for you in 2023. Obviously, it's not been released, but it'll tell you who's the home and aways, because I'm not 1,000% sure.
I can't remember off the top of my head, no.
I can't either, so I'm going to look at that really quick.
Go right ahead.
So at home, we obviously get the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. We are going to get the Bills at home, the Bengals at home, the Dolphins at home. The Chicago Bears was supposed to be a home game, which means we lose a home game. That'll be in Germany. We'll get the Lions at home, and we'll play the Eagles at home. So our home schedule is brutal. Let's just be honest. The Bills, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Lions, which is an up-and-coming team in the NFC, and the Eagles. And we lose a home game. You lose a home game.
The Chiefs always have a better away record than a home record. It seems like that's the thing lately. Like they're better, they're a better road team.
Dude,
it's not that. I mean,
it's not going to be easy either. Our away schedule, the Jags, that's a playoff team. The Patriots, that was a borderline playoff team. The Jets, they're going to have Aaron Rodgers back this year. I mean, they're probably going to be close to a playoff team. The Packers, that'll probably be the easiest game we play away. But going to Lambeau is not going to be easy, let's be honest. And then the Vikings, that's a tough game too. You're at Minnesota up there playing Kirk Cousins and
Justin Jefferson.
That's a tough schedule they have lined up for us this year. It always is. It's crazy. They always say, hey, it's off your, how good you was and all that stuff. I always feel like they just they destroy the Chiefs.
David House says Keenan Allen always kills us. Dude, it's Mike Williams to me. He's the one. He has his best games ever against the Chiefs. Same with Keenan Allen. We do struggle with them, though. I don't understand, but I think it just goes back to they play their best when they're playing the Chiefs, right? Like it's their Super Bowl every time they play us, and they don't even look like the same team the next week when they're playing, the Arizona Cardinals or whoever. It's always bugged me. Night Hunter says Nagy also worked for Chicago, which isn't the best front office in the league. And that's what I was saying. Yeah, Nagy didn't. Maybe Nagy's biggest mistake was taking that job. That just kind of what I think. I think he, saw an opportunity to get a head coaching job, and obviously he wanted to take that, and anybody would. But I mean, if he had to do it over again, he might have told him no and waited for something different.
Did Nagy get fired before they hired Ron Poles, or did Ron Poles fire him? I find it hard to believe Ron Poles would have fired Matt Nagy.
I don't remember.
But I do feel like if those two would have teamed up, it would have been a lot better off for both of them.
David Howe says he thinks that Nagy mishandled Trubisky. Well, I don't think he mishandled Trubisky per se. I think that Trubisky just wasn't very good. I think it was a terrible draft pick. Like, why in the world are you taking that guy? He only played 1 year in college at North Carolina or something, and he didn't have a lot of tape, honestly. And it was just like, oh, this guy's plays like Aaron Rodgers. Let's take him third in the draft above Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, and that was a silly draft pick. So yeah, I think Nagy just got in a bad situation, man. And you're right, Lenny. He had a bad kicker as well. Was that the year they kept doinking everything?
Jeez.
Over and over and over again.
Hey, Jack says, I'm going to buy my neighbor the tank top. She's a serious fan, but she goes to bed at 7.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Very cool.
Get her to come on. We'll live stream early one day for her.
Tell her. Yeah. If you do, man, get a picture of it with her. We'll shout you guys out. That'd be cool.
Ozark says, we all get an ACU tattoo if the Chiefs go undefeated. LOL.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I haven't
Why
got
not?
a tattoo in 8 years or something crazy, man. That's a different lifetime ago, but I would do it. I would get it.
Farquaad says if we go undefeated, he's getting an ACU tattoo. Is that the thing? Are we all in agreement here?
Yes. Sorry, guys, if you don't want to, but that's just how it's going to be.
Hey, them's the rules. Them's the rules.
Night Hunter says Williams is the bigger Chiefs killer. Mike Williams, man, what is it with him? Every time we play him, he goes off for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns or something. Some insane, career numbers. It's insanity.
Maybe it's just the matchups.
Hey, everybody's down, man. Look, we all get an ACU tattoo if the Chiefs go undefeated. Everybody. We got it. Cindy said she'd do it. She needs a new one anyway.
I hear you. We'll have to decide. We'll have to design it though. We'll have to get a nice little tattoo design.
Man. See, Brenda's down too. I think you guys are in agreement here. So if we go undefeated, that's what we're doing. We'll do it. We'll live stream it.
That'd be sick, dude. We'll live stream our tattoos. Might be bad camera quality. We'll just use the iPhones or something,
Whatever works.
Won't be too bad.
Gary says, Steve and Mike, I'm glad Veach took interest in Mahomes when he drafted him. Yeah, man. Props to Brett Veach and John Dorsey and even Andy Reid. Just seeing what they saw in Mahomes. Which, I mean, if you go back and look at his college tape, especially that game against Oklahoma when it was him and Mayfield going off, and it's just I see what they saw. But a lot of people, especially in the NFL, scouts and things, they get a little bit too safe sometimes. And I think that Patrick Mahomes, playing off platform and, his footwork and things like that just scared them too much. They just thought it was too much of a risk. And so, yeah, props to Dorsey and Veach and Reed and them for knowing that, this guy has the talent, man, and all that other stuff will come. So, yeah. I mean, that's the turning point in Chiefs history, right? Patrick Mahomes. The best day of Chiefs football history was drafting Patrick Mahomes. It has to be. I mean, if somebody wants to argue with me about that, put it in the chat, but I think that's it. It's the best thing that ever happened to the Chiefs, right?
I'm just going to argue. Farquaad says a live stream, a tattoo would be epic. Would be kind of epic, actually.
I haven't got one in so long, I'd probably pass out. I'm oh, it hurts. I'm old now.
David says, do we have to come to Kentucky for the tattoo?
Nah.
Nah.
Get it wherever
Hey,
you want to get it, man.
The next time we're in KC, I want to get a tattoo in KC though. Me and Steve were gonna go out and get. What were we gonna get one time? We were just being dumb. We were gonna just get arrowheads, right, with the KC in it.
Oh, probably.
Just the
You have a
Arrowhead
KC. You
logo.
don't have. Do you don't have the arrowhead though? Do you? Is this KC?
It's just the KC. You can see it on my
Yeah,
wrist.
yeah.
I left
Upside
the
down.
arrowhead off because,
Yeah, the big stepper.
yeah, I couldn't get it on there. But yeah, I do need it. I do need it.
David Howell asked if John Dorsey quit or was he fired. I think we moved on from John Dorsey. And the reason why is, I mean, you see it every team he goes to. He does really well at building a team. Even the Browns, just most recently, they went from being the Browns to like being competitive because he went in there and got great players, made things happen. But he will get your franchise in cap hell. That's what he's known for, and that's why he normally ends up, you know, he'll get your team looking good, and he'll have you some great players on the team, and you're looking competitive, and then all of a sudden you're in cap trouble, and he gets the heck out of Dodge. Heck, I don't remember if if he, made a mess and ran, or if we just went ahead and fired him and went to Veach. I really don't remember.
Right. If you remember though, okay, like Therese Paylor of the KC Stars said that the team that Clark Hunt fired him because Dorsey partially, it was quoted, partially because of his lackluster internal communication skills, though the Chiefs sported a 43-21 record over the last 4 years. And then he said, John does stuff and doesn't tell people why. One source said, another said that Dorsey's style of management could wear on people. So it sounded like he just went rogue a lot,
Well, yeah, I mean, you can even tell that just on the little clips that I've seen the guy or some of the interviews and stuff. Like, he's very old school and just to the point. He's going to tell you what he's thinking, and he's going to do things his way. It's kind of his way or the highway, and I think that's what people get tired of. But yeah, I think just getting him in cap trouble, that's his main flaw. But I mean, he is good at building a team back up from nothing. I mean, he'll do what he's got to do, but he's just not a numbers guy like Veach,
Right. Cindy says, my first tattoo is an arrowhead with KC in the center and a 58 underneath. That's sick. I want an actual, just a Derek Thomas tattoo would be sick.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Gary says, Steve and Mike, I'm a huge Marty fan, but thank God for Mahomes and Andy Reid. Yeah, dude, I grew up with Marty Ball. That was like my era. I was like 9, 10 years old watching Marty Ball, struggling. Struggling at the age of 10, watching Marty Ball. But dude, we had a heck of defenses though. Defenses, man. Dude, could you imagine the Derek Thomas, Neil Smith defenses with Patrick Mahomes? Like, if you could bring that defense up to today with, like, Carter and Hasty, and, dude, it would be sick. I love watching it. Scott's here. He says, go Chiefs. What's up, Scott?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Kip says, oh, Marty Ball. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Marty.
I think a lot of people loved Marty, though.
Yeah, Ozark says he loved the bruiser running backs. He did, man. Do y'all remember
about
Bam
the Vermeil
Morris?
years? Were y'all Dick Vermeil fans?
I think everybody liked Dick Vermeil. He's so likable.
Yeah. And those offenses, I mean.
Dude, he did all that with Trent Green. I don't want to take nothing away from Trent Green, but I like Trent Green as a quarterback. But could you imagine if his offense was to have a Mahomes?
Be crazy. It's crazy how different that is, Like, you go from like that era, like Trent Green, he was a good quarterback, and then you look at like somebody like Mahomes now, and you're just like, different planet, Like, what? Crazy. Brian Parrott says, hit that like button. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. It just takes a second. If you guys are new to the channel, thanks for joining us. We just like to hang out, talk Chiefs football, have a good time. We got great people in the chat. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. Come back, hang out with us more often. And if you haven't gotten to the chat yet, and you're just listening, don't be afraid to get in the chat, man. No dumb questions. Everybody's cool here. Great people. So it's a place to be. Saturday night tailgates, baby. What we do.
Ozark says, I could be a pit stop if you guys ever drive up to a game. We always drive out to games. Lots of them. Where are you at?
Yep.
Yeah, man. We'll stop by
in the Ozarks, obviously.
We'll eat some food together. If it's not
Land
KC,
of the Ozarks.
maybe it won't be barbecue, but it'll be something. Parrot says the 95 defense. You're talking dirty to me, Brian. You're talking dirty to me. David said Airhead Addict just did a great interview with Trent Green. I have to check that out. I didn't know they did that.
Yep, have to check that one out. Kip says he fell in love with the Chiefs when they hired Marty.
A lot of people liked Marty, man. Marty's just,
Marty Schottenheimer.
He was a good guy. He was just really conservative.
Also,
Marty Ball was
also
just
a Charger.
Conservative. Right. Don't matter.
Isn't that weird to think about? Like, I don't think, I feel like the Chiefs and the Chargers weren't as big of it wasn't as big of a thing as it is nowadays. Like, obviously, the Raiders rivalry and the Broncos rivalry, but like, I feel like the Chargers were always like the people that everyone left out, up until about Phillip Rivers and all that. And then they were just, projected to win the Super Bowl every single season and never even made the playoffs. But
did you guys know Marty is the only eligible NFL coach with 200 regular season wins who has not been inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
That's crazy.
That's nasty, man. We got to get Marty in there. He was
Marty's
a heck of a
gotta get there.
linebacker when he played. I did not know Marty Schottenheimer was 6'3", 225. That had to just be his playing weight because he did not look that big strutting up and down the sidelines. Dude, we got to get Marty in here. Can All Chiefed Up lead the charge to get Marty in the Hall of Fame? Should that be our goal this year?
I don't know. We can give it a shot.
Dude, that's sick.
We can sure try it.
Man, we got a lot of people in the chat that'll help us. I don't know. Marty's just a good dude. I think Marty passed away from cancer, right? Like just recently, I thought. Not 100% sure. Yeah, February 8th, 2021. He was 77. Dude, I remember watching Marty. That's good times, man, watching Marty Ball growing up with the Chiefs.
Yeah. Night Hunter says one of the most underrated players on the Chiefs defense was Kevin Ross. Albert Lewis got a lot of credit, but Kevin Ross was a headhunter as a DB. Mike agrees.
Sorry, I was
Mike
just
agrees with you.
Kevin Ross. I kept hearing the name Ross, and I was like, who am I looking for? I seen Albert Lewis, but okay, Kevin Ross. Dude, I tell you what, I don't remember much about Kevin Ross. Like I said, I was young then, so obviously, I don't know if I ever watched Kevin Ross play.
Gary says, could you imagine Kelsey and Gonzalez playing together right now? Like prime TG and prime Travis Kelsey. That'd be nuts.
Dude, that'd be a heck of a 1-2 punch.
That's a quarterback's dream right there, right?
If you had that roster, okay, if you had Mahomes, not Mahomes, if you had Kelsey and Gonzalez on the same team like Trent Green, right? Just say you had to take Trent Green. I think I line Kelsey up as wide receiver, man. I'm comfortable with him being my ex-wide receiver. I don't even care. I just get him on the field together.
Well, I mean, Travis Kelsey could absolutely be a receiver. So, yeah, I agree. Chris Wright with the 50 bomb. You're the man, Chris. He says Marty Ball 89-98 was fun, but winning 17 and 13 was tough. Steve DeBerg and Okoye and DT, baby. We appreciate you, Chris, man. You're amazing.
Chris is the man, guys. He's the man. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool thinking about like the old, Marty Ball and then, the Dick Vermeil years and all that stuff. But like nothing compares to Andy Reid and what we're dealing with now, man. It's just different level. It's an awesome time to be a Chiefs fan. That's for sure.
Ozark says Vermeil makes me cry. Dude, he would give his speeches, like he would talk. He really did. Like he teared up. So like he was the most emotional dude, but like I feel like if you played on his team, you wanted to run through a brick wall for him. Like that's what he would do for you.
He's definitely one of those guys.
David says that Marty never had a great QB with the Chiefs until Montana, and I think he passed away from Alzheimer's. Possibly. I don't really remember. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, so makes me sad. Chiefs Live here.
Yawning.
What's up, Chiefs Live?
Wake up.
How's everyone doing? We're doing good, Chiefs Live. We're having a good tailgate party tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. David House says Kevin Ross, Albert Lewis, Deron Cherry were all great.
Dude, I remember Deron Cherry. That is one I definitely remember. Dude, I love Deron Cherry. I used to have a Deron Cherry. I I said baseball card, a football card, a Duran Cherry. I loved it. It was worth like 3 cents. I loved it. It's Duran Cherry, baby.
Yeah, Gary confirmed it was Alzheimer's for Marty, so that's rough.
Yep. Ozark says Iron County, very near Elephant Rock State Park. Still don't know where that is, but
We'll figure it
definitely
out.
Google search it because Elephant Rock State Park sounds cool. Is there like a rock there? It looks like an elephant or something, or am I just totally
Hey,
off?
we'll make a pit stop. It'll be fun. Why not?
I don't care. Yeah, I'm down.
For sure.
Oh,
Chief Kelsey, I'm
my
sorry.
bad,
Chief
my bad.
Kelsey says Kevin Ross gave up well over 200 yards as his first start, but he was rock solid after. So he started off on the wrong foot. But you know what? That reminds me of Travarius Ward. You remember when he first started? Everyone hated Ward. Like Chiefs Kingdom talked to him like he was trash. I'll never forget it because I was like, dude, everybody got to chill on Ward, bro. Like he's young. But then he was solid after that, and he ended up going and getting paid by the 49ers. So slow start, not uncommon for them DBs. It's a different world when you get in the NFL, isn't it?
Charvarius. Chiefs Live, Brody Croyle and Damon Heward years were some tough years.
Man, tell me about. I think the Tyler Palco year and who was with him. I'm trying to remember. They were so bad. That was the worst of the worst, right? Won 2 games that year. That was
Brody
oh.
Croyle. Brody Croyle. What? Brody Croyle out of Alabama? Was that Brody Croyle? Yeah. And then we also had the kid from Notre Dame for a little while. He played with Jason Dunn. Jason was talking about him. I forget his name. It's slipping my mind. It's so late in the evening. Oh, Mike's turning 40. Can't remember anything.
Brody Croyle? That's who we were
No.
talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the kid that we had out of Notre Dame for a little while. Never did much in the NFL, but he was like a first-round pick. I can't think of his name. Somebody's going to say it in the chat.
Yeah, they'll get you. They'll get you. I was looking at the 2008 roster, the guys that went 2-14. Jeez. You know, and they really weren't, it wasn't that bad. Like the roster wasn't terrible.
Philip, I see you. Brady Quinn, baby. Brady Quinn. That's
That was
who
it.
it was.
That was it.
I actually thought Brady Quinn was going to be a good quarterback when he come out. Like, I don't know why. I just thought he was going to be a good quarterback. Just didn't pan out.
Yeah. Stephen James says rookie minicamp updates tomorrow. Great job, fellas. Appreciate you. Good night. Hey, we appreciate you, Steve. You're the man. You know that. We appreciate the support. And yeah, there'll be rookie minicamp updates. Mike did a short today. Might just do something like that, just where you guys can get it all real quick. Take a minute of your time and you'll know what's going on. That way, if you don't get a chance to dig into it, we got you covered.
Right. We're probably we'll have a full video on Monday. We'll probably break down all 3 days just in one lump sum on Monday. And
Yeah.
try to give you a little bit. Anything we can dig up, we'll try to get it in there.
David House says, I flew back to KC for the 91 Raiders playoff game at Arrowhead. Coldest game I ever sat through. Man, I was 6. I don't remember that. But we went to, this was a few years back when the Chiefs were playing the Raiders. Basically, it was the winner was taking the division. It was a Thursday night game. And we drove out and went to it. And it was the night that Tyreek Hill, that we started the Tyreek chant. Guys, little known info here. Little backstory. Mike started the Tyreek chant that you hear. The Tyreek, Tyreek, and then he ran back the punt return. That was Mike. Mike did it. I remember him doing it.
Yeah, we
cool.
got the whole crowd going.
But that game,
it caught
that
on.
game was so freaking cold, bro. So I mean, I understand. That was brutal. And then the game, the playoff game against the Colts, when it was snowing, it was cold too. That was pretty bad. So yeah, it gets pretty nipply in there.
Brent says he met Rashad Breeland.
Nice.
And Chris Jones too. That's pretty sick. Dude,
Bit
I
of
think
both
Chris
the
Jones
other day.
Chris Jones would be a cool dude to hang out with, I think. Like he seems like
Oh,
he'd be
yeah.
kind of cool.
I bet he's got a sense of humor, dude, for sure.
For sure. Chiefs Live
Rashad
says
Breeland.
Castle, Palco, and Orton, Steve. What about
Yes,
Kyle
that was
Orton,
it.
man?
That
Remember
was
Kyle
them.
Orton? Jeez Louise.
That's the crew. Those were rough times.
Thigpen, says Jacob. Thigpen. Dude, those were bad
Thigpen.
times, dude.
Man. Yeah, the Todd Haley and Romeo Cornell years were probably low, right?
For sure. How about DT Chris Jones and Neil Smith together? Dude, could
Jeez.
you imagine Chris Jones playing at the same time that Neil Smith and Derek Thomas
Thomas.
played?
That'd be nasty, bro. Chris Jones is a beast. Gotta love Chris Jones.
Farquaad said, I thought you guys were going to break down every draft pick. We are.
We
still
are.
plan on doing that.
It's coming.
We're deciding. You want to throw up a poll? Do you guys want it to be like a documentary style thing where we kind of give it to you, or you just want us to like break it down for you? Like, do you want it like a live kind of video, or do you want us to like make like a video, kind of like a little watch video? I don't know if that even makes sense, what I just said, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Lenny says Brody Croyle has lost every game he's started. That's rough, ain't it?
Did he really? I mean, I know he was kind of horrible.
Terrible. Brent with a 2-bomb. Met Rashad Breeland and Tyreek and Chris Jones. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Rashad Breeland, where did he end up going? Did he end up going like Washington or somewhere? Like, he was, people gave him a tough time, but that year we won the Super Bowl 54. I think he made some good plays for us, man. I think people gave him a hard time, but I think he actually helped us out, in my opinion.
I agree. I just seen somebody in the chat ask a question, and I lost
Brenda,
it, so.
good night. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate you. Have a good night.
Later, Brenda. Oh, here it is. William, where's Marty's son coaching this year? Brian. I think Brian got hired on at Dallas, right? They fired the kid from Boise, and they hired Brian Schottenheimer, I believe. Don't hold me to it, but I think that's what it is.
Could be. Brian Parrott says he started the free Rojo thing. They never did, though, did they? They sure as heck didn't.
Dude, I
that was
thought
odd.
For sure Rojo was going to get some time.
Waiting for him to get more. Like, I mean, even they could have used him on the 3rd and 1 carries and stuff, but he did have fumbling problems, so maybe that's why.
Farquaad says we should do it documentary style.
Yeah,
that would be kind of sick.
Actually,
it would be
kind of cool,
kind of fun.
Because a lot of people get on here and give their opinions on these players or what they think's going to happen, and we can do that too. But I think it'd be really cool to. I think it'd be really cool to hit each player and get a full backstory and know what they're about, and like get to know your rookies, man. That'd be cool. I think that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, it's 11:12 p.m. our time. I think we're gonna call it a night. You guys have been awesome, for real. We appreciate everybody that threw out donations. We appreciate everybody that threw out some subs. Chris, you're awesome. Greg, you're awesome. Everybody is awesome, man. Anybody that's donated, anybody that did anything.
Lenny the legend.
Everybody's
Jack.
Awesome. Yeah, so we appreciate you guys. We see a lot of people wanting to get off, go to bed. I know it's getting late. So, yeah, man, you guys have a good one. We appreciate you guys, but we'll probably be back. We may do some camp updates and some shorts, and then we'll probably be back on Monday with a full-length video, and we'll be live again probably Tuesday night, it looks like. So, yeah, man, we appreciate you guys being here. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Steve, you got anything for him?
No, just with Chris right here. If you guys have any cool ideas or you want to help out, get in here and maybe be a moderator or something like that. Anything that you want to do or have any ideas for, hit us up at allchiefedup@gmail.com and
hit that like
work
button
it out
on the way out. We'll appreciate it.
Make sure you smash that like button on your way out. We appreciate you guys.
Hey, man, it was a good tailgate party. We had a good one.